Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there.
I was like, and gay. All right, listen. Thank y'all for tuning in. This video I won't delete off of Twitter. It's your boy Matty-Rants. I got it to 1 million views though. But I wasn't gonna stand for some of the stuff that was being said. That was my birthday. I'm protecting my peace.
I saw the after. I came in at the aftermath. I walked in, the house was already burning, and I was like, "What happened? I don't even know how we got here."
It was fine, and then the next day it picked up traction again, and it was from like hateful people. It wasn't like where it was before, like, oh, it's your birthday. It somehow got to a secular group of people that made it about something else. And something in my spirit said, wrap this up. Wrap it up right now. Don't you let these people, don't let them do it. It's on Insta and it's monetized on YouTube. So there you go.
Shout out.
So that is where we're going to keep it at. But I forgot that Twitter is handled by a muskrat, and I don't want to have my joy on a place where racism is tolerated and accepted. So I decided to make the little change.
America?
Ooh.
Oh.
Before you do that, I'm going to just say the world. Because it's definitely not just America. And I know that this morning. I was, yeah, it's definitely not just America. Y'all like to say it's us. We make it about race. But girl, this morning, I could have some conversations on Twitter that would tell you otherwise. All right. Y'all go for Black Americans specifically. But okay, we won't do that just yet. We're not talking about it right now. But we could have that kind of
about the race today. Today we're talking about.
We could, if we wanted to. I mean, it would be a better discussion than those two other men. I mean, me and Dooley fit that kind of code. I'm the light one, you the brown one, friend. You know, we just wouldn't talk about women. But we're not talking about that podcast, no, because there are baddies in every city. That's all you had to say, cornballs. I was like, y'all put them on a pedestal and look what happened. It's your boy Matty-Rants, and this is Dooley __ Notice. We're talking about Boulet Brothers Dragula. Nails, 3D art. Dooley, we are so back. We said we'd do this every time they drop a beat on us here. Back. We're very proud that they learned not to have this episode on Halloween.
That's not a good idea.
Like we were going into Christmas celebrating bloodbaths. Before I go any further, because I forget how they do me when it comes to Dragula. Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, put her up.
So before I even read this to the human who's going to have to review this video later, that's not real blood. That is corn syrup. This is a show. Correct. It is
a program.
Fun. It's a reality TV
entertainment, reality show competition, reality show, television show.
Nothing's real. Pretend you're a Republican and you don't think that they're their gender. It's not real, okay? Do what you got to do. Do whatever you got to do, but you let us live, okay? We used to watch the show on YouTube, by the way. So, like, yeah, that's my
the first 2 seasons, girl, was here.
Yeah.
Right here.
And y'all didn't sense of nothing. Okay? But yeah, this program is for entertainment purposes only and consists intended to blind any religion, company, individual, gender, race, race, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and don't affect the opinions of everyone on the planet. No hate should be sent to in the shows, Scylla, or individuals mentioned on this program. So please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in because Maddie's and Dooley. I need a new bumper just for these next 3 months. Yeah, and you may be here for a while. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program. Matt Tibia, and have yourself a good poop. But no, for real though, I'm here to have fun today with my good friend Dooley. We're going to talk about one of our favorite shows that's currently on AMC Plus as well as Shudder right now. And we will dissect, go over, give our expressions, opinions, and feelings on this season. But we are not going to take this out into the field and I'm adding this person because they pissed me off or sending them stuff like that. We're too old for that. It don't make no sense to us, but we can all have opinions. You can make a tweet and be stupid. Cool. I can do this and be monetized about it. Whatever. Did you pay for your blue check mark? I didn't have to pay to be on here, but there you go. Just would like to make that very well known because I will go in today. I plan to because there was one person.
This was an episode. And I had a blast.
I enjoyed myself, but when I say that one head was annoying the fuck out of me, man. And I was just like, will you shut up? Because, like, will you please? Like, will you please? Because I hate a gatekeeper, Dooley. I hate a gatekeeper. I hate a gatekeeper, girl.
Especially when you're trying to gatekeep and your gate is not finished.
I'm over here going like, what is happening today, girl? You have all uneven edges. The nose contour is fucked up. You got one contact lens running away from the other. What are you doing? I'm trying to read somebody. Now, I'll give you this. Filth you did do on the runway. The end. It still was a mess to me. I don't like it.
I don't know if that was filth as much as it was clutter, but we will get to that. the section. We haven't even gotten through the intro.
Everybody, it's 4DX. Whoa, Julie.
Dooley coming to shake the table.
I didn't know it was a $25 ticket to the movie theater today, but I guess for price of admission, you're going to
I know why I have my ticket.
So again, to the people we're going to talk about today, I wish you wealth and success unless you're racist or transphobic. Wealth and success or xenophobic or any of the other phobics that aren't good, which is a lot. Yeah, we wish you wealth and success, okay? Not to Better Betty and not to, what was that other sleeping bag's name? Sofa futon. There we go. Not to them.
There's a couple of sofas that we could make that comment about.
They got me. But... I mean, they got me blocked for a reason, so it is what it is. Y'all like to share your blocks like a badge of honor. I'll take the bitter one. I'll take it. I enjoyed seeing that. I'm like, good for you. I would have done it too. Mm-hmm. Yes, Lush don't hush. Sofa futon. That's what I said. Slippers. That's what I said. Mary bedsheet. Shut the fuck up. Not this. Jeremiah, thank you so much for the super chat. Was it filth or was it
Revolu? Baby, I don't know what that means in this context here, baby.
I'm a selfish American bitch. What does that mean? Okay, they already talk about us, girl. Messy, thank you. Say that. Stop. No, I'm not. Oh, let me not do that. Don't let me not do that. Say whatever you want, baby. Thank you, Jeremiah. I appreciate the super chat. We'll get there. We'll get to what looked like after a late night of hooking. And I had to bring the sheets down because, they weren't going to get my own. It's very much coin operated hotel issue, baby. Her extended stay, had to get extra tabs of bleach. We'll get there.
Kind of large.
Ooh, I was thinking more of the Howard Johnson.
Ooh.
Because that's what it was given. Mama was barefoot. I was shocked talking about somebody else's drag. And I'm like, girl,
I can't stay there.
That lady was barefoot. Try to read.
I can't go there.
Ain't no way. We'll get there. But I, all in all, had a great time this episode. I'm excited for all of the cast, including the one I'm going to go in on today. No shade to you, sweetheart. All on you. Even your auntie was getting you together. Low key. High key. Sit next to your enemy. But yeah, we'll have fun today. And I think this is going to be a good season, Dooley. They're off to a great start. We already had a little twist twisty poo, a very early tell us how you feel situation. I also appreciate the Boulet brothers for giving us the movie theater backlot sort of like, I guess. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I plan when I have my man cave to basically create a movie theater for myself. That's always been one of my goals.
How you get a man cave and a drag closet?
You can just make a corner for well, that's what there will be a closet. Don't
you can get both?
Yeah. A drag man. Why can't it be
a voice? Yeah.
Why can't it be? Yes.
Why not? Okay.
Why not? Why not, Julie?
Why not? Why not?
See, I just
right. Thank you, Wildcard. I want to see the floor plan. That's what I want to see.
Don't worry about it. Let's see. Don't worry about it. I'm in Texas, baby. We got big floor plans. Okay, there's a lot of space out here on one. Anywho, thank y'all for giving me birthday love this past week. It's been a very interesting week of highs and lows. I must say, I had a very good time on Sunday, and I wanted to share that, even though Twitter turned into something weird. But everywhere else was fine, which is where I'm going to keep it. But I had a good time. Shout out to Blackberry for hosting Drag Brunch. We had a great time together.
Blackberry.
I got to reconnect with some friends I haven't seen in over 20 years. So it was really weird when you go out and about, because I don't go out like that. You see folks that you've known forever. And you're like, girl, what happened? What's going on? You do a quick catch up over a drink, and it was all good times again. And I have a date on Sunday after this weekend of me putting my titties forward and being the best Dooley I can be, because Dooley's so very aggressive when he's talking to people, and I'm not. But this time I was.
I'm not aggressive. I'm just assertive, you know.
Aggressive. All right, assert aggressive. But
what's your name? What's your sign? And what you trying to do?
Well, that's not what happened here. But yes, I have a date on Sunday. Oh, well, actually Saturday, and I'm happy about it. But anywho, yes. But I am in a good headspace, and that's why if you saw me delete that tweet, that's why I would like to remain in a very, very happy Matty is the best Matty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Mad Matty looks like right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to drop a tippy poo in my jar or Dooley's jar comes through Cash App with $ DooleyDoesIt. And then mine are all down here. We'll wait for it to come by. Take your time.
It's almost there. It's coming
There we
back.
go. That's PayPal.me /MattyRants. Cash App $ MattyRants. I'm trying to do this the best I can. And then Venmo Matty-Rants. I'm just staring at my table. All right. Thank you. I'm just staring at my table. But I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in today. Dragula is an excellent series. If you haven't gotten into it, you definitely should. I don't know why they don't put the first episode on. I will say, Boulets, I'm going to talk about you, but more so your streaming platforms real quick. Why did I have to unsubscribe from Shudder and then resubscribe to Shudder just to watch my shit? I have it through Prime. It didn't pop up. I went and searched for it through Prime. Didn't pop up. I went through every avenue, and I'm talking about Shudder, like Julie's saying, Shudder on Prime.
Same.
For an hour, I sat there and I'm looking for it. You gave me every season but the one I needed. But how come I
thought it was just me.
This is this morning, Dooley. You did that last night. I saw your shit.
I tried it last night. I tried it this morning. So what I learned through proxy is that allegedly the AMC Plus through Prime and the Shudder through Prime is not the same as having the Shudder app or having the AMC Plus app, which I think is crazy. But allegedly they got it first, and then the Prime girls got it second. I think that's so silly.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I ended up resubscribing under a free trial for AMC Plus, and I have 2 AMC Plus subscriptions. That's goofy.
That is goofy. See, I took one out. I took one out today because I was like, fuck that with Prime, because y'all messing with my coin tatas. Like, the only thing I have through there is Crunchyroll and Prime. Sorry, they called me. And I'm like, I'm doing my video. I understand. Call me right now. Okay, bye. Ah! Sorry. I'm enjoying this. It's cute. I deserve it. I deserve. Mama D said that when her tooth was flying out. Back to it. But I did that for an hour. I was pissed off, Dooley. I had a whole schedule ahead of like me filming and shit. I'm trying to do it around my neighbor. I have a new neighbor, y'all, and I have to do things around that now. So I'm like, okay. And I ended up having to cancel it and then just re-getting it again and paying another $7 after they just charged me last week for the same subscription. So, hey, Shutter, if you're watching this, no shade. Love you, actually. Good times. Good times. Y'all owe me $7.50. One and two, I know it's $6.99, but for the egregious behavior, I think $7.50 is appropriate, right? Because I know you don't have that much programming on there to give me more than that. No shade. But like, yes, I would appreciate y'all get that shit together because a lot of us do. What are we doing here? What's happening? My watch pressed the find me button, apparently. Back to me yelling at this company. So yes, I'm asking it to really get it together, please, because bitch, I just paid you extra for nothing. You don't got that much in your library, all shade. You don't. So please.
It's a shenanigans. And like there's things in the actual like AMC Plus app that I can't get through the Prime apps. Like I've been trying to watch OG Evil Dead and 13 Ghosts for months. And I can't get to it because it's hidden behind the native app, and it's not available on AMC Plus or Shudder via Prime. And I'm like, girl, come on, stop playing with me.
I am learning with Prime in this
what's
bundle.
I want to just watch some shenanigans.
They definitely have cut that up. I also realized because I do a Disney Plus bundle now with Hulu, I can actually still log into my Hulu separately from Disney Plus. Didn't know that. Was freaking out. Thought I was paying 2 bills. A bitch was getting angry. I was like, oh, that's how Jamar
Hulu sent me an angry email and was like, combine them. And I said, okay, girl, back up off me. And I had to. They forced me. They put they strangled me and forced me to renegotiate my. I had an OG no commercials premium Hulu thing from 2015.
Mine was cheap, honey. And then they had
to. And so they made me re-sign up under this new Disney Plus bundle thing that I got going on, and I went from paying like $15 a month to paying $35 a month because of the way that the thing.
Are you doing you probably doing the extra? I did mine's $25 because I was like, I don't want commercials, but bitch, fuck that 4K because I have a nice TV. We gonna just make it move with it move, bitch. Because y'all ain't like Netflix. No shade, Netflix. I'm not paying you that much money for 4K. $6.99 with commercials. Okay, that's decent. Now, if you said like
I'm gonna
12, 13, sure. You're talking about $25, $30.
I'm gonna have to cancel them. Every 2 months, I get a new email about something that y'all not gonna do. I have had a Netflix account since 2003.
I hate
that's how long I've had my account, and I'm now thinking like I gotta cancel this because they keep raising the price and taking shit away.
The sharing password thing being taken out. My sister was like, I have your profile up. I'm like, I can't use it no more. I can't. So I hate it. It's really I mean, I get it because in reality, it's the new cable, but also cable still exists. So like,
and this was supposed to help me avoid. At this point, I should just go ahead and pay Verizon.
I have cable,
and just get my like. At this point,
I think I might do the Verizon thing too, because after I kept looking at my bills and I'm almost done with my contract with Xfinity, which I was told finish the contract, Matt, because like.
Oh, I left them in DC. I wrapped that up and said never again.
They were telling me they're gonna charge me this extra $150. I was like, girl, no, I'll just finish the contract and then change it over because I'm not about to deal with no extra bills. And the last thing I need is another thing to touch my credit. I am trying to get a house. We are fixing our lives. We're getting older, girls. Okay, sorry, y'all. We're having a real moment here. I would never bite you. Beans and toast. I love you, Liam. Hope you're having a wonderful
We've already
day.
seen the bubonic plague once in history.
Oh!
Stay blessed.
Thank you, Mateo. A tip for Dooley liked history class. I hated it. A tip for that video. Crumbs left. They cagging because jam don't shake over there. I know, Mateo. I really
That's
do
why the girls
breed a
can't
lot of
read now.
hate. I must be gorgeous, honey. I must be. I must be. Maddie isn't. Oh, allegedly.
Oh, allegedly, right?
But yes, if you have Shudder and you're just now getting into it, check this out. Get into the VHS stuff, especially if you're into like the found footage. I will say they have added some new movies that are very good that I've been enjoying. And if you want to see the movie In a Violent Nature, it is on Shudder. And so I would suggest watching that.
They keep telling me to watch it, and I'm not gonna click on it.
You should. I mean, you saw The Substance after a suggestion. Thank you.
So good. Oh,
I told you, friend. I was like, you're about to lose it. That last.
If I talk about it, I'm gonna climax again. That movie was everything. I would be right if Matt didn't need me. I'd be like, girl, fuck you. I gotta go watch this program again. And
I want to
go to the movies right now.
I am dying for it to get on demand so I can buy it. I am dying so I can just watch it all
it's
over
like
again.
correct. It is so good. It is so good.
Finale, that quiet way it ended, the way it was so powerful, Dooley. I was
so
losing
good.
it in the theater. I was like,
so good. So I was texting Matt. I see we ain't never gonna get done with this dang rant review, but this I guess the rant. I was sitting next to some Chelsea gays who clearly didn't know what they came to see, and the movie was so evocative. They went from being annoying to being entertaining. Like their reactions to what was happening was hilarious. Like Cynthia, all of them had Cynthia voice, every single last one, but it was like that plus confusion. Like they could not comprehend what they were watching. So it was a whole lot of hilarious. It just added to the effect of the film. It was just.
I think so everybody in my theater could hear my what? Every time I did that, they would laugh. Because I don't just do what, mine's like, what? Like I have some air that builds into it. And then
I
one
kept
part
saying work, and that's why.
I was like, I know that's right. That mustard coat. Every time she put that on, I said, come on, coat. I had to. Every time that coat showed up, I said, yes, bitch. I think Demi Moore deserves an Oscar for her performance.
Baby, give her an award.
Something. She needs something for it. Because I said that is the most acting I have ever seen that woman do, and I've seen her married to Ashton Kutcher. So like, I'm here for it. Go ahead, Demi Moore.
Ooh, I forgot they were together. Baby, if you thought she was giving in Ghost, you just wait.
Listen, boo,
boots down house, boots.
Tell me you cracked up when she was putting them earrings on in that last half of the Girl, I was crying in the movie. I was crying. Then she took a picture. I was sitting there just hollering.
Baby, all I'm gonna say is when the roller coaster click, 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 and you think that you're gonna get your relief. Like, okay, girl, like we clearly gonna go. No, them writers said click, 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 and it just keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. And then you hit that dip, and then you're like, "Oh, it's gonna stop." And the roller coaster just goes on into oblivion, and it just goes and goes and goes.
From her in general, that she has to be nominated from. The phone call one was a lot. There's another scene where she's dragging this. Oh, so funny! Like real quick. And then
the date scene could get an award.
Yes. Also, when they're in the kitchen and they're cooking all that food and they're watching that video. Oh, baby! I was like. No, y'all have to go. If you don't see it, I'm just gonna let you know it is a body autonomy horror drama comedy. So there's a lot of genre.
It's a lot of genre
here. But I will say if you have a weak stomach, not for you, not your movie.
Not for you.
There is pus, there is guts, there is a lot of stuff going on.
If
but
you can't do body horror.
Yeah,
baby, wait until it comes to
or needles, or needles, or needles at all.
Wait till it comes to Shudder.
Not going to be a good movie for you at all.
But it's a fantastic movie. Go see it. Go see it.
I stood up and was like, "Wow!" And I walked to the theater, and the guy behind me who was like, "That was something, wasn't it?" I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "I liked it, but I'm also like, what?" And I'm like, "Yes, that's the point. It's." Makes your mind just go. I love movies like that. They just make me think of, oh, let me go back and watch that again and catch this, catch that. Such a good film. Anywho, sorry. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is the pre-show, 25 minutes in. At this point in time, someone has angrily typed, "Get to the point," not realizing this is a live. and that this is a rant and this is a recap of Dragula, but also the Boulet brothers love the substance too. So I felt this was actually appropriate to talk about because they've been tweeting about it and they've been talking about it on the podcast. So thank you. I kind of want you to. Because it's an experience in the movie
It's a part of the
theater.
experience. Yes,
it's not going to be the same at home. I promise
it's
you.
not.
Cat and Bear, it's not going to be the same.
The sound is a really big part of it. The visuals are really big. Like you want to see it on the most vibrant audio visual setup that you can. It's a part of the experience. You have to.
That bass was thumping, baby.
You have to.
Boom, 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 boom. So many scenes where that bass was like really essential because a lot of the movie.
Imagine watching Tron Legacy on your college TV. Like it would just be real sad. Like you gotta have the.
Yeah, because you know what? The real fact is the soundtrack is also part of the script where it comes to even just written stuff. Like the soundtrack is guiding us through a lot of the situations. The music changes. Pay attention to the scenery in the back. I had to tell Dooley to do that because it's wild when you start to pick up what they do. It's like, what the fuck? All the hidden subliminal messages. It's crazy. I love it. So yes, shout out to Bleecker that told me to go see it, and I pass it on to Dooley. So this is our paying it forward. Here you go. If you want to see something crazy this year, check it out. Virgo, pleasant. Yeah. Because the trailer doesn't tell you what the movie's about at all. At all.
You think you know? But you really by the end of the movie, you just be like, girl, oh my God.
It went somewhere else. Oh, I hated that I didn't see Saltburn either. I saw it at home.
Oh, I saw it in theaters but y'all know me. I love that kind of movie. And so I kept thinking about the potential ways that it was going to end. And I was still surprised, but I wasn't as surprised as the other girls in the theater who just melted into a pool of just like.
Imagine me at home during that scene when they're outside in the yard for the first time and he's like opening her up and doing the whole bit with like imagine me at home going, oh my God! Like in the movie theater, that would have been me too. Like, you lying.
You can hear the physicalness. Ooh. That was fun. See, I saw that in theater.
That's why I'm like, I got to go see more stuff in the theaters, catch the feeling of the audience, just hoping that no kids or teenagers who are assholes are in there, because everybody loves a teenager who wants to be the center of attention in a 2.5-hour film where you're supposed to be paying attention. We love you. We love you. Oh my God. Love people that talk during movies. Love them. Dooley, I hate it so fucking much.
Maybe this has been a PSA for Matty-Rants. Yes. All right, girl, let's talk about Dragula because we're going to have to compete against the VP in about half an hour, girl.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's been a great show. We appreciate you for being here. Next.
Listen.
So there you go. Title card and everything. We're finished talking about it. Let's get to it before some angry gay expels her racism on me in the chats through her microaggressions. All right, moving forward here. Gotta love the Boulet brothers for changing up the theme this year. It definitely feels a little bit more luxurious outside of the sound production. Y'all gonna have to fix something with that. Some mics are not miking, and some of the music is, it's like, okay, girl, like someone's talking, all of a sudden, it's like, okay, whoa.
It's not their fault. Desiree speaking surround sound. It is not their fault.
You think it's Desiree? I had to listen to her several times. It's not Desiree. Desiree ain't that loud. She trying to be.
Definitely tweeted her today, like, girl, you were loud.
He had every right to be at one point in time. I was like, girl, I know Scylla didn't try to clock you. I know she didn't. Worry about the other girl. Okay. Next week. No immediately.
Right, like, all right, Scylla, go ahead.
Right. Okay. Do all that. No, I'm just asking that sometimes the overlay sounds that they do for any sort of mixture, it can be a tad bit like that, but otherwise, it's great. Just every now and then. Drives me a little bit.
Not a DS mic.
I am a big fan of movie theaters, movies in general. Hell, we just talked about the substance and all that. And me and Bleeker do our podcast that we're actually about to get back to. Bleeker was also like, I want to do like a podcast, like how you and we did on sound on what's it called on stereo. And I'm like, I do want to get back to that too. And I was like, Dooley and me were talking about that. It's like I need to start sitting down.
I want to be the gay Siskel or the gay Ebert. I'm trying to figure out how to make that a thing. That's in my spirit.
I would like that. I would be more the Ebert, because shout out to Roger Ebert. The day I found out he was married to a black woman, gagged me.
I didn't even. I learned that 2 seconds ago. I did not even know that.
Took care of him through the throat cancer and everything. Yep.
Word.
I was like, wait, Ebert, Robert De Niro. Like, wait a minute. Didn't know that about Robert De Niro either, did y'all? Some of y'all did. Anywho, there are a lot of people that just keep their personal business and just do their jobs as actors, which you'd be surprised.
All the black celebrities always have a story of him hanging out at their table during the award show and doing like funny, like crazy stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. You know which one to go to.
Right there next to Viola.
Davis. Listen, who loves a good slushie at the movie theater? I do. If I'm going to have a little bit of diabetes, I'm going to take my ass to the movie theater and get me a large icy and a large popcorn. Give me the sodium and give me the sugar. Hypertension. Like, do what we got to do. But I love the movie theaters. So a haunted house theme versus running through the woods, which I'll be fair. I'd rather be indoors than outdoors running outside through all the nonsense. So I'm kind of here for this, but we'll go through each and each, Mike and Mike. We'll go through each monster that steps into the room. From Philadelphia, it's Pie. Dooley, first impressions.
Pie, 3.14, 159, 265, 358.
Numbers.
An irrational number, but a great competitor. I really enjoyed watching her today. I have some questions about the way they behaved during the backstage when they got a little quiet. And I was like, what was that about?
We're definitely going to get to that because I was confused where all of a sudden mental gymnastics were happening. I'm like, Pie, you were in a good position. As much as you may think that people think you're annoying, that's probably you realizing that some people think that, and then you verbalized it, and then they let you and then it was and that's why I was like, oh girl, maybe she getting in her head, but she's in Philly. We love Philly. Shout out to Saphira. But also in general, I think Pie's cool, but I'm thinking, are you the girl that is going to come in here and it's like, everybody I want to be cool with? I heard that whole sisterhood bit and I'm like, oh God, y'all. I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of the traveling pants. I love you down, but like, you need to read a bitch, girl. Pie, divide, like, please. But also very cool way to start the show, being in the lobby of a movie theater. I thought that was everything.
Let's all go to the lobby
and have ourselves a snack. But they're a costume designer, and I thought that was very cool. And I'm always here for talented people. Up next, Vivi the Force.
Vivi. So Vivi, I remember Vivi being one of the girls that I think we both were like, we got to see what they're bringing to the competition. What I have noticed is, I think they're interesting. I don't fully understand.
I want to see more. And it's not in a bad way. If you're watching this, baby, it's not in a bad way. It's me going, I need to see you more episodes. Like, you've intrigued.
Like, Vivi comes off very enigmatic. And, like, okay, the one thing that annoyed me, like, when she talks, it's like every word is buffering and processing as she is making the statement. And I'm like, girl, say what you gotta say.
It's kind of a low vibe. A little bit of a low vibe, not in a bad way, but one of those vibrations where it's not too up in the amp, but she got a lot to say at the same time. There's a slow burn there. They were kind of hot when we were watching the getting together. And I was like, look at these tattoos. I have none, so I'm always interested in tattoos. These eyes on the neck are crazy. I live. But like, I don't know. I'm interested. I want to see a little bit more. I want to see a little bit more, but I was like, okay. Yeah, like they're not bad people. They're not annoying like some others we'll get to.
There's only one girl that I found annoying.
bitch.
My homegirl Desiree. I cannot wait for her to unleash.
What do you mean wait? What do you mean wait? Bitch, her and James Majesty almost came to it. I was like, girl, excuse me, Majesty. I was over here like, I said Desiree gave her a little too much in the beginning, but at the same time, I get it. But like Majesty was ready to go. I said, oh, this is gonna be fun. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun this season because
Desiree, like, I think that was Gray Matter that was like, I don't know who you are yet. And I was like, that's because Desiree is everything and nothing at all. Like, you just gotta, Desiree is nuts. Let me explain that to y'all. Desiree is nuts. So when I moved to DC in 2016, first of all, I hated living in DC. It was not my location. That's another story for another time. But I was looking for a community. I stayed at a drag show. And that was around Desiree's second or third year in drag. And so I would always run into Desiree being out. I would always stumble into her show. And that's how we became friends. And so it's been fun to see her career like click, 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 click. I have sat through, I think it was Gray Matter that was talking about, I want to see some dicks. I have sat through so many dick costumes. Like, let me tell you, this is episode 1. There are several.
Maybe Gray knows who that is, and that's why they're like, I want to see the penises, bitch. Like you
they are coming.
Name now. I want that cock. But yeah.
Desiree is good for a dick costume, a titty costume, dildonics.
I like Desiree's chaos a bit. It's
very chaotic.
There's a little chaos. There's also some mouth. I like a little bit of shit talking. There's definitely some years of experience there. But I also see somebody who is just excited to be there, and that kind of makes me like enjoy who they are. But I also, when I say Desiree, I'm ready for you to unload. Like you were gathering quite a few, and there were some clap backs for sure. Like quite funny. But I'm also thinking to myself, I feel like next episode is going to be rough for somebody with her. I feel Desiree building her. It's growing. It's a shower. It's a grower, actually. It's a grower. I'm excited for it. Whatever.
I have seen Desiree do some creatively weird shit over the last 7 or 8 years, and like I'm just hoping that we now get to see that on the Dragula stage. So
she came in shading.
I guess we'll wait.
Like she was like, "Vivi, look cool." Then turn over the pop. I'm like, oh. Oh. Like, oh, okay. I was like, no, it's too early. It's too early. Do it. Now, someone who we're all familiar with from Drag Race Down Under, from the best season of Drag Race Down Under, is formerly known as Yuri Guy, now just Yuri. As somebody, my turn. Dooley had a speech. Okay. No, Yuri definitely on the show was held back by the Drag Race formula, and they were trying to get her to go in a more polished direction when it was coming up with certain things. They celebrated her at one point on the show, and then at one level it was, oh, we'd like to see something different. I'm like, oh, here we go. And I know that Yuri was in conflict with that, but they honestly were one of the best competitors on that season. A lot of us saw them going to top 4, right there with Queen, Hannah, and Spanky. So they were right there. You know what I mean? And so I always liked Yuri. They've always been this energy. What you see, Dooley, is pretty much how it was on Down Under with that she would cat girl. She'd throw a little shade. She's also kind of quiet. So it's like, no, but fuck you, bitch. It's very that. She's a little oddball, weirdo, cool bit. I don't know. I love me some Yuri. I'm happy to see her on the show. And you do know they're never going to say Drag Race ever on the show, right?
No. Oh, no. They are not going to. No. That other girl that's in the room that we are not going to acknowledge.
Girl, because no shade. I can see World of Wonder sending a nice little cute note. I can see it if any mention like, oh, bitch, we don't do this. We're not cool with each other. Can you imagine the Boulet brothers coming on Drag Race for a season to be a guest judge? With things I would like to happen in the universe that are never going to happen, but I would like that to happen. Well, that would mean that Coco Peru would be on the panel, Lady Bunny would be on the panel, and not just a prop.
Yeah, I don't see that for their future. I don't see that for their future.
I can see into the future, and that is not going to happen. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's your boy Matty-Rants with Dooley. We are talking about Dragula. As a reminder, don't send hate to anybody that we're talking about today. Make sure you tip these dolls if you ever, monsters. If you ever see them out and about at the clubs and bars, I encourage you to be a participator and not just a mouth on social media. Thanks. So, if you want to also tip the girls' jar, the dolls' jar, well, the boys, the Butch Queens jars over here. Mine is scrolling down there with PayPal, blah, 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 Cash App, $Matty-Rants, and MattyRants. And then also Dooley has $DooleyDoesIt. So yeah, Yuri is now in the competition. Now, up next, representing my hometown, Houston, Texas, is Gray Matter. I have hopes, and they're high. It's Houston.
I like them a lot.
In high hopes. Just so you know, Gray Matter, if you're watching this, because you are from Houston, you have to ask, Blackberry will tell you, you're automatically on my top 3 roster because you're hometown. That's just the rules for me. Okay. I found out that Irene Dubois lived in Houston, so she got extra points. Do you feel me? Like, oh, you hometown? Oh, yeah, bitch. Come on in. I'm thinking, great, where have you performed? And has it been numbers? Or was it at Barcode on the alt nights that I've been to? I think it was a Wednesday. Well, yeah, because Wednesdays when they do rock music and they do all kinds of like different sort of genres, and it's the and then on the weekends it's the glamour girls and the show girls and the pageant queens. Shout out to Roxanne. Because Matt goes to the drag shows. But yes, I like Gray Matter, and a lot of people think they're hot because I've read that all over the internet. It's just like, okay, y'all, a mustache and a good haircut, but I do live for this haircut. Sorry, it's right with money. I could see them on the set of
Out of Drag. They look like a character from Doug, but that's neither here nor there.
Doug?
Like Doug.
What if I said he could be an Inside Out? Thank you, Gray Matter.
Turning me inside out.
I kind of live for this outfit too. Like the closer more details I got to see with Gray's outfit, I was like, Jesus. I
thought it was great. It was fantastic. And the makeup was phenomenal.
One of Roger's friends. Oh, I love it. I love it. Or a character on Courage the Cowardly Dog. I will accept this. I will accept it. Both in and out of drag.
Return the slab.
Also, are we still doing this? We literally had Dolly win. Are we still doing this? Oh, with the comfortable shoes. Hold on. Let's talk about the girl who was barefoot before we talk about the baby with the shoes now.
We're not there yet. I'm gonna save it for later.
I'm like, we're not just doing, never mind, Matthew. I almost went there. Up next is Jaharia. I'm gonna say it just like that too. Be mad, bitch. shout out to Jaharia. We follow each other on Twitter. I was like, is Jaharia Red Pack? Is that part of the family? Either way, you were a key for me this beginning episode. I was here for it. I kind of want to see more, and it's that same level with Vivi where I'm like, okay, I need to see the rest. Let's keep this package going. Let's see what's going to happen here.
She has a lot of personality.
Needed and
she narrated this episode. She narrated this episode a lot. We saw her a lot.
Kind of helped a lot of it out because there were a couple people I was just getting annoyed of hearing, and I was like, well, thank God Jaharia is back on the TV again. There you go, baby. Help me out, honey. Give me that sugar honey iced tea and not that. Never mind. I was gonna say Midsummer, but we'll move on. I like Jaharia; they're cool. Now Desiree gave her the business though, talking about she's still a baby with 6 years of drag. And I'm sorry, if I had 6 years of my belt, I'd be like, girl, what the fuck? But also, how long have you been doing it? If you tell me it's 10 plus, then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, I get it. But also, wait a minute, don't come for me, Miss Dix. Hold on now. Shit, got flat chest babies over. Oof.
Now, Stella, girl, I would like to know, where were you on? Because I would love some. because you were clearly living in a different reality than everyone else, and I would love to know what planet you were on. It wasn't Narnia. You had to be higher. It was another plane. Let me know, because girl, the level of delusion. What happened?
I was so annoyed. I have never been so annoyed by someone's presence, and whoever they are outside of the show, I don't mean no ill will towards you, baby. But when I tell you, if I had to be on a cast with you, I would never let you breathe. I was
like, let's just fight, girl, because at this point, you gotta shut up.
They would make me out to be how Kitty and Queen Kong are being received on Global, and I would take it, bitch. When I tell you the way you smirk and the way you do, tag her, someone tap her, someone tap her, like, bitch, you came in with. Go ahead, Julie. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're watching. Okay, I wrote my first eye roll of the episode was when they were like, "Oh, find the scroll," and then she walks to the room, and I was like, "Girl, not the scroll just being on the table." And I eye roll. But then I saw the rest of the episode, and I was like, "Baby, Scylla needs to go do some chores for, pay some taxes for, raise a kid, give a kidney to whatever producer whichever producer was like, you know what, girl, I'm finna put this right here." Like they extended the most biggest olive branch. They saved her life.
Hello, uglies. There's gonna be a scroll hidden somewhere in the room. And then I'm like, okay, it's hidden. This motherfucker's on the table. I'm like, what? And you're the first one to walk in, like, come on. Yeah. I love how it's like, confessional wise, I walk in the room and everything. No, you look dead at the motherfucker. You walked in and looked dead at it and then got up like, I think this is crazy. Oh, there it is. I was like, bitch, you're an actress. Oh, head. I was like, nope.
I just feel like whatever the plan, like, imagine if she went out on this episode, she would have had a bad showing, bad confessionals, and got booted first. So somebody back there sent her the biggest lifeline. Yes.
Because no shade, girl, you were over here trying to read the bitches and stuff, and I'm like, I know you not talking with a chalky titty. I know you ain't talking over there with chalk titties. I know you ain't doing that today, looking like you got splashed in your nose 3 times. What kind of artwork is this, bitch? What ink blot tests happening on your face, girl? What are you talking about? I was like, what?
Baby came in looking like Jar Jar Binks throwing hands. I said, girl.
We so sorry, Dooley. Like some dumbass shit like that. Like unnecessary character.
I was just like, I felt so bad because I was like, we just started out. I want to see all the girls do well. I want to get a feel. And they just kept giving footage. And I'm just like, girl.
For me, to be honest with you, as much as I was laughing at this look in the Trident that was like, oh, it was when Aurora came in, and I'm talking about that attitude, that bothered me because I'm like, girl, we've already done this storyline on other shows, 1, but 2, it's you gatekeeping when even your auntie is not even on your side all the way. That was gagging me. Like your auntie was getting you together. I'm shocked she's here too.
When did you start being exceptional or whatever the line was? I said, oop, well.
She said, what is this supposed to be? Like if we're talking about a girl, like you came in. Okay, super chats, and I got a tippy poo. I'm sorry. I really don't want to go hard on this girl because I know how it is with these shows and in your mental health. I'm not trying to be nasty, so don't take this personally. But yes, I cannot stand you, bitch. I'm sorry. cannot take you seriously. I would be at that table like rolling my eyes like, bitch, shut up. Like, you sound crazy. Girl, I got the screen. You got to be nice to me, girl. I throw a shoe at you. Nima, thank you so much for the super chat. Scylla must not know about the end of season 2. She's not a monster. Saga with bitch put the gatekeeping of it. Hell, one person from season 2 is on the show now. Like, let's
could have told you all about it. It was there. In the final 3.
Watch it go down. And also, you saying you were glamour. Glamour is a part of my drag. I was like, okay.
And wait, got beat by the girl that she didn't even see coming. The girl that they was giving side out to pulled up right past her. Like,
literally,
girl.
like, what? I was like, this is madness. Jeremiah, thank you so much for the super chat. Breasts looking like they came from Chalk Zone. Because Rudy's got the chalk. No, Skilla's got the chalk
Rudy.
zone. Skilla got the chalk. Skilla got the chalk. I miss shows like that. Anywho, maybe I'll like them next. No, I won't. Let's move on. So let's give it up for Tall Blake.
Oh no!
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate everybody for being here.
Oh no!
I kept thinking
Blake and
but
Severity have nothing.
They do. They have that low register and very calm tone
What?
and spirit. I said it, Dooley. Let's start an argument. Let's do it. That maybe Blake will come back to the show.
Oh, shit.
No.
Blake, you should car. You gotta get out the chat.
I would never go that far. I can joke about Blake. You can't. Okay, listen. No, a play. You know, Severity. I'm mad kind of at the result. I did low-key want you to we won't get there, but like something about I was on board a bit, and then I saw you at one. It was right when they're getting ready, and I was like, "Oh shit, she out. That's it. Mama can't get back in the brain." We'll get to your look because I was proud of who you did. Thank you for representing. But there are the four things that I would have added to that if I had the budget. That would have made that the look, and you probably would have been up there because I know they like Candyman. You know, there was color in the room. But listen. Shout out to Meatball. JB, I know everybody. Listen, I'm not the first one to say it. Yes, Jaharia, definitely over here with the Matty corner. They're good in my book, bitch. I'm rooting for them. Okay, yes. Would I go on Dragula? I like Auntie Heroin.
Auntie Heroin was fantastic.
I live actually, and their makeup is severe. Like
it's very good.
Mama is body too.
The detail, the carving, the body, the garment.
Thank you for the wig advice. That was everything. Like, oh, I got a shoestring up in here, honey. I put this little top on top, and I could pull and look at my hair's on top. I said,
oh. A great job. I was like, shout out to you. Like,
I will be rooting.
Really enjoy it. Yeah,
I
really enjoyed Auntie Heroin. Did a great job.
I'm glad they kept it real with their own family member too, because I was like, please don't be that person. Well, it's my niece, so I'm gonna be. No, you were like, girl, why is she here? And she ain't ready for this. She's not ready for this. She's a super fan. I said, oh. Cat Some Pair, thank you so much for the tippy poo on PayPal. Another tippy poo for that pop, drop, and lock. That audience owes you money. Don't like YouTube tips. You know what? It's funny, Cat Some Pair. I know I took it off of Twitter or whatever because some hate was happening, but like if you were in the room like at Rich's that day when we were on the stage and that all happened, it was nothing but like love because it was a lot of people's birthdays. There was a Dungeons and Dragon group there. The guy on stage, there's a guy in a witch's hat that's on stage. 30 dudes at this table, all in D&D gear. He bought the entire place shots and did a D&D. Yes, dude, we pulled out the scroll and everything and read it. Ask Jeff, like Jeff was there when all this happened. Because Jeff plays D&D on Fridays. So it was like, it was a moment. And so we do Munchkin on Saturdays, I think, but I have a date this weekend. But no, it was lovely. So I just was like, no, I'd like to keep that moment in what it was. It was really a beautiful moment, and it was also other people on that stage that don't deserve like that kind of like rhetoric of the hate and shit. I was like, nah, I don't. Those people may not even know that I have the video. You know what I mean? But didn't do well there, doing well other places. I'm not here to facilitate people's gross behavior anymore. I'm too old for that. I'm gonna start acting like it. Thank you. Moving forward, but fuck Scylla. No, not fuck Scylla. No, Scylla, not that. I just couldn't stand you this episode. There we go. Not because that's not cool. I don't like that. Not fuck Scylla. I just couldn't stand your ass this episode. That
word. You heard it here first.
If I had a brick. Now, why did she get her wig taken, and why was
they
it not
her wig?
That's bullshit. That she had to walk in.
I thought they were gonna give it back, and they did not.
Didn't like that because Asia Cassette is that girl. Also on the board. Also on my board. Yeah,
I
also
love
on my
her.
board. Live for Asia Consent. She's a key. Definitely giving a lot more than another girl in a particular season that can go eat rocks could give. But yes, I was here for Asia Consent. And even without the wig, this mug is severe. It's severe. Who is severe?
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
that's yeah.
It's everybody, where is your wig? And I'm thinking, I'm focused on the face. I'm sorry, if
The
you came
face
in
is
Asia,
still
I feel
yeah. The
like
face is still.
your mug is right. I don't give a fuck about what's happening up here, sister. You must have lost it in the mail. I said, okay, so far the cast is giving interesting, one annoying. I love it. There we go. Isn't it crazy they came in with no wig and the girls were like, nah, and then she ends up winning this episode?
And she won the episode. Yeah.
Boom. How about that? Because she had a lot to say. This one here had a lot to say. God.
She had a whole lot to say to everybody.
Like,
oh my
a
god.
lot. Way too much to say. Now, mind you, she was already giving her opinion when it came to this previous person that came in with no wig. But oh, no, baby. When I tell you created the villain for her, created her rival all in one go. When I say all of hometown, resentment, when I say, yes, that's your face when they walked in the room. That's your face.
She was gagged.
I like a word just to be there just to make her sick. All tea. I like her there just to make you sick, Scylla. I'm no shade. She don't even got to win the show. I need her to just last longer than you.
And the fact that the only reason why she was in the bottom was because Scylla could not be in the bottom would grind my gear. Like, she had to come back for episode 2. Baby, the only reason I was exterminated is because you couldn't be there. So let's talk about that.
That part. Because she's over here like, I would have been safe. And everybody's like...
Everybody said, ma'am, what do you mean?
The short Boulet brother had to talk to you and go, girl, you better be glad you used that. It was the fact that she had to make that whole speech too. I'm looking around the room at everybody and I'm like, with 2 body pillows attached to your asshole? Oh, girl, you tripping. You tripping, bitch. You are tripping. But I said, okay, Matthew, I gotta let this go. Every time people put in these kind of contact lenses, I always know what's gonna happen. They're gonna be.
I was gonna say I don't trust a girl with no lips. I do not trust a girl with no lips. And once I saw how them lips was looking right here, I was like, "Ooh, okay, here we go."
So that trust is paper thin. Sorry. Okay, listen. Yes. Yes. I'm like, what is that? What are you supposed to be? Like, what is going on here? I'm so confused. But back in the competition again, Majesty, now known as Majesty, with a rebrand here, living in Seattle, Washington. Shout out to Majesty. I actually got to talk to them when I was living in LA. They were going to help me with my drag when I was like going gung-ho on it until I took a pause before I had to move back because of the pandemic. Shout out to Luther. Because I know if Luther's watching, it's like, oh, yeah, that was me, Matt. I'm like, yes, it was you. It was you, Luth. Okay. But anywho, shout out to Majesty. One of my favorite people in the Dragula franchise. Honestly, I also couldn't stand them either, Scylla, but I don't think you'll get enough time to get that redemption. Hated them, loved them, enjoyed them, understood them. They're necessary. No, their manager at the time's name was Luther. My apologies for not being more specific. That was for the ones that didn't know.
Omni Entertainment.
Yeah, Dooley knows Luther. But yes,
like homegirls. Like, you've seen several girls a part of that group work.
You know who used to be a part of that group? Anywho.
Right. Like, girl.
Oh, but you don't see her get no shows, no. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me just type it to Dooley. He knows. But
I know what this is gonna say. Girl, get on my DMs. Get on my DMs.
Watch her do a rebrand and get on this show. Bet you money. Okay, anywho, I forgot who walked in the room that quick. Majesty walked in the room and Desiree was pissed. Them dicks was limp.
Desiree was gas.
Like, fuck you doing back here? This ain't resurrection. This ain't no Titans. What you doing, sister? She's like, well, I've had a, Majesty, I've had a rebound. And like, I'm like such a different person now. And, I'm here to show you who I am as what I can do. But you already had this, girl. Okay, but you're talking to me about what I've already had. And look at you, girl. What do you mean, look at me? I got custom on this thing. I said, oh, you're wearing off the rack. I said, oh, this is what I'm asking for. This is what. Now, Desiree, I'm glad you went like this because James couldn't get them 2 steps on me, sweetie. No way. You're not going to leave your point position to get closer to me. Now I'm going to meet you at the door. I'm going to meet you right here, bitch. I don't think so. That's you want a buck. Okay. So what's going on? Dooley, I love this shit. I wouldn't let Majesty do that, but I still thought that was hot. And I thought that was hot that Desiree said, bitch, come over here. I'll cut the fuck out of you. I'm like, yes. Make her bleed. She'll be ready for filth. I'm here for it. Pie, did you know what was going to happen later? If only Raven Baxter was sitting in front of you to tell you that this bitch was going to say you should go home. We should give her a chance. I'm trying to be nice. Put that pie away. All right? Don't give everybody a slice. Sometimes you got to just keep it for yourself. Okay? Yogi and Boo Boo going to steal that shit. All right, baby? Here come the big man. Go ahead, Leather.
Israel, we miss you.
I just like the way this looks. Also,
it's a good shot.
R.I.P. Chucky. It was a fun 3 seasons.
I just want NBC Universal to come outside. Like, we're not gonna jump you. I just want to talk. Just come outside.
Shudder, I know I was coming for you, but you have Chucky currently on your library right now. So if you want to just tell us that you picked up the series or they've sort of like opened up a 3-year deal for 3 movies, I'm okay with that too. But Chucky can't die. Literally, Bride of Chucky, really? Last scene, y'all know what's up. He was in the grave and he's like, I'm Chucky, the greatest there ever was. I always come back. And he goes, but dying is such a bitch. Pow, pow, pow. And then that's when Tiffany had the baby. And then we got Glinda. But sorry, I know Chucky lore. It's my favorite. Don't ask me about Friday the 13th. I can get only up to part 4. Yeah, I don't know anything after that. I was there for the mom, Baghead Jason, just got his mask, the 3D one. 3D one was crazy. And then I think the 4th one. I never saw it.
Did you make it to space?
I did see space because that was newer. That was weird. That movie made not a lick of sense.
Jason X.
I did see Freddy versus Jason because Kelly Rowland was in. I was going to go see that.
Dropping F-bombs in the chat.
I actually did watch all the Halloweens, including the Rob Zombie Halloween movies that were wild. Yeah. I don't like the last.
I just watched a retrospective comparing the Rob Zombie films to the OG John Carpenter films, and I don't remember Rob Zombie being that bad.
He's definitely I'm gonna say it, try hard. I got the references, but I'm gonna do them the zombie way, and it's always extra, and it's like, girl, this is gratuitous at this point.
When I rewatched it again, I was like, those were some choices.
No style, not really stylish with their approach, if you will. The last Halloween was dumb. I kind of liked it when the whole house burning situation happened, and they could have just left it at that movie. I didn't know why we needed the extra. But especially with they were trying to break a new Michael Myers. I was like, no, stop this now. Stop it right now. Stop this right now. The Shape is who Michael is supposed to be. He's supposed to be known as the Shape. Well, I don't need shapes. Okay. Oh, also, sorry, horror movie tease. When is the new It Follows, They Follows coming out? Because I need it. I need it right now. I love It Follows. I really need that movie. Did you like that movie?
A billboard. I don't remember. I saw that movie in theater years ago, like a decade ago at this point. I don't remember. And I saw it once.
Girl has sex with a boy, ends up waking up tied to a wheelchair, tells her that this thing is going to be following her and has to like have sex with somebody else in order to get it to follow them. And it's like a chain letter, sort of like an analogy. I guess it was sort of like a thing for STDs, if you will. But I was also like, well, if it's they now, like where are we going to go with this? I need that in my life. God, I love Halloween. I love this month. This is about to be great. I get to watch scary movies all month with my teas. I actually bought like 10 big bags of the because they were on sale, of those little white cheddar smart popcorns. It's my healthy treat for myself while I'm working out. Yeah, I know. Popcorn's better. It's a lot better. Julie, what's your costume? Julie, that was so fake. Fuck you. I hate Julie now.
Work.
No,
What's my costume? My costume is going to be a mid-30 something dad with questionable morals who needs a friend on Halloween Day.
So
And
what
I'm gonna
you
wear a
like,
black shirt and I'm gonna, get a fresh haircut and it'll be great.
He's describing his day, everybody. Thank you, Dooley. We appreciate you. Sean, that tall man jump scare in it. Oh, I'll never forget that. When she opens the door and the man just throws the room. I'm like, ah! It was a lot. People waking up in odd positions and stuff. It was an interesting movie. Yes, we lost the voice actor to Oogie Boogie, unfortunately.
I
So sad.
saw
So sad. And also we John Amos too.
John Amos.
From Good Times.
Damn.
Sad. I want to ask Desiree questions because I'm like, was it smoky? Did it smell like ass? Why were they grabbing you and pushing you so hard? Because this part right here, Fred, they were pushing you in here. And I'm like, oh, are you okay? Because I'm like, God damn, we got a second.
This
There's
is
a
the
lot
one
to say.
part of the experience that would have made me fight, because you're not it's one thing for you to put me in the chamber, but like
I don't
you
want you
got
grabbing
questionable gas, filtering this. We are in it is 2024. We have just gone through a traumatic event as a society. Like, what you mean?
I'm concerned about the tasing too in the crotch area. I was like, oh, okay. This
I
was
too
rigged.
would be very concerned about tasting the garage area.
Because it was so low, and I'm like, bitch, that's around the peen. Like, like I would want to be at the how big is the room? Severity Stone is several stones. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. They're as tall as the mountains. So it's like, okay. Yeah, I thought this was bullshit because they showed them opening the doors and it seemed like everybody had a different room. So I'm like, so it's based off of whoever was having to be led the group. But then again, when they all got out, you did it 3 at a time. So it's not hidden. It's just on the table. I don't know. I didn't like this part. This was one of the things
I think somebody behind the scenes knew. They knew it was coming down the pipeline. They said, let's help our friend.
Is it to create drama, you think, to be like, oh, they're definitely not gonna feel her. We should do this right now. Maybe. I would accept that, actually. I would accept it.
Somebody was backstage like, we don't know what we gonna do, y'all. Like,
I would be happy if they told us. I would rather, because don't make me think that you just, oh no, we hit it. I'm like, fuck all that. Just tell me that you did it on purpose because you wanted to cause drama, because that's the only way this makes sense, that she's still here. I thank you.
Baby, all them girls hate her. She been cussing them all out in these confessionals.
Mm-hmm.
They knew. They was like, baby, we don't know. We don't have no options. We don't have no choice.
Yeah, I'll have to give it that. Yeah, I will, because she is hateful.
She was in her delusion hard and could not perceive that she was the one having the delusion, and everybody else was like, "Girl, are you sure?" Our friend, are you sure?
Yep, we got to bring other people to the table now.
She
ain't
talk
about their problems. Okay, I'll receive that. What the hell was this? I was like, girl, did they put them in a trash can and start spinning around? Like, what's happening? There is no straps. I'm like, okay, I'm looking for seat belts. But I'm here for you tossing me around a room and then giving me some free shit. Thank you very much. Because it's the next day, and hello uglies indeed, as everybody is out of their monster makeup, and revelations are said, and a lot of bullshit is on the table. And I live, but I also need to call it like it is. Girl.
Girl.
Y'all better be nice to me now.
I mean, I might want to give this to somebody else. Okay.
Let me be nice to me, like.
Aurora.
I have to be honest right now and just say what's on my mind, like you have already fucking said, problem child. Bitch, go sit there and go.
When I tell you, she was feeling her Star 69 fantasy. Like, you couldn't tell her nothing.
Like she acts like as if she was named in Club Classics by Charlie XCX, bitch. She didn't say Scylla. She didn't say I would go to
The girls was
door.
like, this is a mini challenge. Calm down, Lucy. This is a mini.
And it's only for one episode, bitch. They're not guaranteeing you to the finale, Miss Thing. I was like, I was like, no, Miss. That was why to give y'all a perspective, that is the main reason she does not. I can't ride with her. She came at Aurora way too hard. And to me, it's the same thing we've dealt with over the seasons with other girls that are considered too glamorous to be on the show. And then going forward, they either prove them wrong or it will eventually lead themselves out. But it seems like somebody with a chalk titty breastplate that had the uneven makeup, non-glamorous look, fuck ass wig, and the cheapest of tridents ever, having the goal in the nerve to sit there and talk to somebody like Aurora, who came in at least polished, if you will, compared to you, about where they are in the show and all that. And then the fact that you brought up what's going on at home with her having way more gigs, because it's the emphasis on that for me that told me a lot about you. Y'all can like Skilla. I'm not telling you not to like somebody, but I'm gonna give you my piece on this because I'm not here for someone making me feel bad for not liking somebody. Fuck all that. This lady brought up some old shit. You have more opportunities than me because of your drag, and you're on this show. You're taking this away from me. And it was your auntie that told on you. It's like, yes, because she definitely has a lot of shows and stuff, and this is her life. You know what I mean? This is what she's based her career around. Versus you coming on the show here and all that jazz. I can get you feeling some kind of way, but it's the way you went about that pissed me off. And Aurora was chewing you alive, sweetie. Chewing you alive. This outfit was made for my body, so isn't it couture? It is ugly. There is ugly couture. You do know this, right? Like you can't. That's my problem. So it's not. I wish Scylla came in differently. I probably would have a whole other perspective on her, honestly. But that's my driving point with her. It's like, why is she your biggest issue right now? Like, even with voting, it's going to be Aurora. It's going to be this, that, the other. I don't know why you're here. Like, what? Did she do something to you? Can we get an explanation?
Clearly she did. She pissed that girl off in some way.
Did she block you from a gig, girl? Is that Mimi I'm first compared to Alexis, Mateo, and All Stars 1 Act a Fool, girl? Is this that? What is it? Because it's your auntie don't give a fuck. She over there minding her cute. Oh, that's my sister. But like, she even standing next to her here. I don't know. I just got too much from her. She wasn't coming in looking that good for me to get all that. I think that's also my issue too. It's like, girl, you ain't even coming in right. Try to read bitches. I'm like, I need to see more drag from you, sweetheart. I don't know, Dooley. I'm just talking now. I'm just yelling at the TV. Blah, blah, blah. Say something.
Old man yells at cloud.
I'm one of those old puppets in the Muppet Show. Hey, look, it's back on again. What? The television. Anyway, moving forward from this. She makes me so nervous. Like this face, I just get so nervous. I don't know what to read from this. I feel like you got the knife in your hand and you just already been stabbing somebody with. Like, I just don't know what's going on.
Baby, she looked like she just got off the court Zoom and told us her monkey was missing. I don't trust a word that's coming out her mouth.
Dooley said, "Ha, we got him. We got him." Literally,
she said, "Ha."
You're filming an entire documentary admitting that you had the monkey in your house, you dumb. Shout out to Dooley for watching Chim Crazy. I'm glad I turned you on another show. That was great, right? But it was also like, what the fuck? Like,
it was.
People are, bitch. I'm sorry.
I do not want to imagine that at all. Sorry.
Also, if you're taking baby animals and the wildlife away from their like natural families to then raise as your own, I'm sorry, I gotta look at you funny. Unless there's like some sort of saving or retreat, I have to side eye you in every location. There's something wrong with you, I think personally, because I'm like, yeah, girl. Scylla had a lot to say. And it was just funny. Some people were making faces because it was like some of her reads weren't landing, and then Aurora was dragging her a little bit, talking about, girl, but look at your stuff. I know Desiree was loving it because it was like, what are you talking about? Like, look at your, like, because everyone saw you when you came in, girl. They were reading, and they're like, huh? Oh my goodness gracious! I don't know.
Wait, can we highlight Kai's comment? Is that what happened?
Did Scylla have those piercings on with that face in the beginning, and that's why her nose looked like that? Hold on, let's go back. I did a close-up. I did a zoom. Let's see. Ooh, there it goes. It was right there. They did have them on. Yup. Not the lips, though. Hold on. I'm sorry, Aurora. Yep, they're in there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That also throws off the line work that you're okay. Work
because that's there's some prosthetic.
Okay.
You know what though? I'll give this to Scylla. I would never, but I got to give it to people that can do this because I just it scares the shit. It scares me. I can never pierce my face like that. I have to give them some credit for that. I would never. It scares me. Not that I think it's like I don't think it's like I don't like needles. Yes, that's who they remind me of. I never thought we'd have a more annoying Astrid Aurelia. I stand corrected. That's exactly what they remind me of. But Astrid was likable. There's a difference. Astrid was annoying but likable. This person's like they just don't want
Astrid is just neurodivergent. They just be in a different place. This energy that we were getting here is something else.
Yeah, there were times I just could not get into Astrid. I was like, girl, what the fuck is this head talking about? But then I was like, oh no, she right. I have yet to be like that with Scylla. I have yet to be like that with Scylla. I'm trying to figure out where
Scylla was giving Serena Cha-Cha and the ghetto lexic. That's the same energy. Baby, I went to art school and got my degree, and so I know how to do drag, and don't nobody else nobody. It's like, baby, what?
When everybody else is saying you don't even have the experience right now, it's a lot. I love Dragula. I love the back and forth, regardless of whose side we're on, regardless of how we feel about this. Again, I encourage you not to send hate to this person or that person or anybody. Your mug is right. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. This is a man over here. I'm sorry, Dooley.
That man is kind of out of drag. I was like, yes. Okay.
I can't every time I saw it.
Oh yeah. I was like, all right. I will respond.
It won't be left on red. It's like, oh no, you can see the bubbles.
I'll respond. It wouldn't be. Is it bad? Okay, my toxic trait is that people on apps that I find ugly, I block. It's
my toxic trait is I block bottoms. I message you and then block you if you sent me some come through. And I'm like, girl, what are we going to do?
I'm sorry, y'all.
My favorite thing to say is I would never bump a purse with you and then block them. But I wait like 10 minutes so I know it hits their like notification feed before I block
them. There's also certain key terms that make me block. So if somebody sends me the "Hey stud," block. We're not even on the same vibe. Block.
No.
Block.
Oh no. We gave Great Matter their flatterers too. There are some cuties on the cast now. I'm not this thing over here, but yeah. Child, that face. I can't. Oh man, I'm gonna be called a mean guy this season. Oh no, I'm so sad. Anywho. You just had a lot to say.
Speaking of bottoms, I just want to shout out for how quiet Liam has been in the comments this the last few minutes. Shout out to you. Keep it up. Thank you.
It is a known fact that Dooley hates everyone from the UK. Known fact. That's a truth. That is his American way. He is asking for a wall across the Atlantic. Yes, you are.
If anything, I would go tell them to salvage that ship out, get them ships out the Atlantic first, bitch. Let's recognize that and have that conversation before you want to start talking about walls. And if you really want to get spicy, we can go ahead and talk about these indigenous people that y'all done threw over on the reservation. Baby, if you really want America,
if you really want to go there, we're gonna talk about how you did all of these neighborhoods and trying to say it's black people's fault when you brought the drugs into the
my
community.
grandma taught me that when you love somebody, you give them the criticism. You give them a chance to fix it. Don't tell me that my patriotism is silence. Anyway, that got too real too quickly. Let's get back to Dragula.
They're eating the cats and the dogs, Julie. They're eating the cats and the dogs.
Liam, go enjoy your Cinnabon.
I'm with Cat Sun Parrot.
Speaking of, just for
not
Liam.
hashtag
Liam.
for
Liam. Come on, justice for Liam.
Shout out to Liam, one of the longest standing Rant Pack members to ever exist. We love you, Liam. Thank you for taking the joke. Your fucking tattoo, auntie, is it. When I tell you, I was like, Dolly, like everyone is inked and like inked up. And I kind of, oh my God, I wish I could do that. I know that tattoo was painful. Right there. Oof.
I'm ready for my next one. I know exactly what it's going to be. I know exactly where it's going. I just got to get ready and get it. I'm excited.
I still keep saying I'm going to get one and haven't.
I'm
scared. I'm scared. I don't know what I want to get. It's forever. And I don't feel like
imagine you getting a tattoo. I'm trying to imagine you going through the process of getting a tattoo.
I have no piercings and I have no tattoos. None.
I want to get something else pierced, but I'm running out of places.
Now,
I don't know what I want to get next.
Nima, if you made this picture, I trust you with any artwork on my body, okay? Because, or at least your taste in art. If that isn't your artwork, you liked it. Because I'm very particular. I'm also bright as hell, so I want a good tattoo. Adama, hey baby, hey Maddie and Dooley. I have been in the bushes too long, but I don't like glow. Ooh. And I'm like C. Diggy. I don't watch Philippines or other franchises of Drag Race. So you don't like other countries? I'm just kidding. Let's see.
It's all right.
FYI, C. Diggy will pop up and be a tourist, but he will not support your programming. That's for C. Diggy. Yep. But no, I get it. I get it. You know, sometimes there is things that that really hit with us, and sometimes shows it can be a little tough to follow, especially with things that you don't know. But I would encourage you to do Philippines because, believe it or not, it's
great,
quite entertaining.
It's real good. It's real good. It's real.
If you just can't do subtitles, I get it. Oh, Espana. Listen, one of the story writers on the show followed me on Twitter, Dooley. So I was like, oh God, I got to go watch it now. Damn it. That happened with Italia. One of the story writers followed me. I was like, fuck, I got to go watch it now. Because I'm like, I support World of Wonder and all their works. But I'm also like, I really hated All Stars. And I really hated season 3 and how y'all did my girls. So, but I was told it's good. But everyone's like the pit crew member who now does drag. Everybody's either on the fence about it. Yeah, and Marta Mama hit me up too. That's my girl. Hey Marta, that's my beach. I love her. Yeah, I don't know. I will. If you're on my Patreon, you will be blessed. I'll put it that way. YouTube, give me a minute because y'all weren't watching those reviews. Ooh. All right, moving forward. You weren't. See. I was like, I am excited for Thailand as well. Shout out to Drag Race Thailand. Shout out to Pan Pan. They've been popping up in the chats a few times here. Mama's busy. I took all of this advice. I did. I was like, wow, didn't know you could do that. Knew you was going home here. Yep.
She was pondering real deep.
Way too deeply. I'm looking around the room and I'm seeing, oh, you just compared yourself to the room. It's over. That headspace is gone. The clouds are there. I think, first of all, I think Severity is cute. I don't care what y'all say. I think Severity is cute. But I also think there was a point of view that we may have missed from whatever we saw. I just hated that when they came out, I was like, ooh, is this going to be the rest of the season? Because if it is, I don't want it. but I like them as a person, and I wanted to see more of their drag. And I feel like I even like their entrance. Like, remember how we talked about it being a dress suit? I was like, okay, that makes it that made it something. So I don't know. I really wanted them to go far and do well this season, but I could tell maybe something else was going on. Maybe just the day was like, this ain't for me. They're doing too fucking much.
Put them on a first out season or early out season so that we can see them again and like watch them like.
Something tells me we could have got something. Any bitch that's on a boat smoking the vape before they get in shark waters is my kind of people. Did you see that? I saw that puff. I said, I know that's right, baby. I would be puffing up.
She said she was scared of sharks specifically. I was like, oh, well. Well,
that also was a really fucked up extermination challenge. If they had thalassophobia, there's no way. There is no way they'd been able to get in that boat.
I would have did it just so that I could monologue the next episode and cuss out everybody that voted for me.
I've scuba dived before, so I could have done it, but I've also been in shark-infested waters, and it is a fear that I do not wish on anybody's. There is no greater horror than looking in the water and seeing a bunch of them just swimming.
Dragula will only be bucking me up when they be having to eat stuff, because I'm not putting it in my mouth. Not this. No.
Very much that. Desiree, dick. This friend conversation was wearing me out. I'm glad Majesty was like, girl, what is Pie doing? Girl, what are you talking about? I wouldn't want us to like vote each other out, girl, because this, that, and the other. And Desiree's like, bitch, if you got a problem with me, I'll send you home. I'll send the girls that don't like me. I was like, I like her. That's my kind of petty. You're giving me issues? Go home. Oh, goodness. Desiree continuing their one-sided beef for nothing. Wait, with who? Let me try to remember.
Majesty.
Oh, with Majesty. Yeah, I'll be real. Majesty had let up by that time. So I was like, Desiree was still mad at them at that point. And I'm thinking to myself, Scylla gonna get you together later, and I hope you hold that into your spirit for the next episode, because I would have never let a girl turn me around and go hush. Basically, couldn't be me. Would have no, I wouldn't have done that. I was thinking of what she had in her eye, and I would just been like, "Come here." Too much, but I was worried for Pie. The Boulets, how dare you change the song? How dare you change the song? I missed the I missed that music.
What was that again?
There it is. Yeah, very that. I miss that music. I don't like the new music.
I like the new music. I was jamming this episode.
I didn't like this. I was like, no, because it doesn't give me the like someone's doing in the bathroom kind of energy. That's my. I miss it sounds like the girl's about to leave the stall extra stumbly and possibly walk out like a full powdered donut hit her face.
I liked it. It reminded me of my favorite HBO hit, Juicy, Juicy, Juicy. That was my baby. I love that episode.
Hold on.
That's what it reminded me of.
The floor music also had an extra bass and beat to it too. I was
it
like,
sure did.
There are black people in the room? I love this. Like,
baby, they said if RuPaul not.
well, listen. Meatball walked so we could. We already have.
You better stop before we get Big Dipper. They're gonna be like, girl.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. No, I'm not gonna have someone go to another person's address just to see who they look like.
Yeah, girl, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, girl. Wow, gamer guy. Wow. I got it.
Okay, everybody block Liam and add gamer guy as a friend right now.
I'm surprised you didn't say if you want to send hate to anyone, send it to @Liam, and then make sure that you if you have anything positive to say it's gamer guy. That's anywho. The Boulets look
I mean,
great.
as the like 1000th most famous Liam, I don't think Liam would be @Liam. There's several other
1,000
Liams.
I just gave a
A
what
few Hemsworths.
hey 5555555, but
Maybe I
oh my
got
god.
a dead cat named Liam.
Shout out to our guest judges here. We've got one of the amazing talents, a part of the new Hellraiser movie that I have yet to see. Do not blame me. Hellraiser was never my favorite movie series for horror films.
I love Hellraiser. Pain is pleasure.
Yeah, torture was never my gag. I'm a bottom. I already have to like take the pressure there, right? So I don't
That movie is
need
right up your alley. What do you mean?
really. I mean, what's right up my actually, I would rather do a hostile situation versus no, I wouldn't. Never mind. I just remembered Hostel. I really hated that second movie when that girl was
Baby,
getting
you want me to sell you Hellraiser? Okay. So that uncle that don't nobody in the family trust and will not let you be around decides to come hang out with your daddy. Oh, girl, you messed up the review. That uncle that don't nobody trust decided to come over your daddy house because your daddy is the one in the family who got the money. But the problem is that the woman that he's dating, mind you, is cheating on your daddy and everybody know. But your daddy still gotta, that's his brother. And he like, okay, you my brother. And then that's the story. Your uncle decides that he is still gonna be on his hidden in plain sight, and there are consequences. That's the movie.
Boo earned.
It's also a case of white people touching stuff that they know they should not be touching. That's Hellraiser.
Oh my god. I just realized I have video footage of a burlesque show I saw where the burlesque dancer had a Homer Simpson head, and her whole burlesque show was to Simpsons tunes. I'll send hilarious. I will send it to you, Dooley. I'll post it actually later on my when she's not fully naked later, but she had the hat and it was Simpson, Homer Simpson, like literally came out like that. I gotta show you that shit. Kind of matter of fact, when you come back out, we need to go to a drag brunch with Blackberry. Because David's doing that when he comes out here next month. We're doing drag brunch. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I got off topic. You know I'm good for this. I like to talk. People died. Jamie Clayton and Akilah Cooper. Jamie Clayton, who is in the new Hellraiser and also in other movies. If you haven't seen them, they're actually very talented. But also Akilah Cooper is who I hold responsible for movies like Megan. Because I hated that movie. I love you, Akilah. I'm so happy we got Black Rider.
You didn't like Megan?
I didn't like it. It was too baby spice for me. Like I like the crazy shit. Like Substance is crazy to me.
You talk about the third best Spice Girl like that.
Is it? Can I finally just say that I like Ginger the best? That was my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go. It's been great. I will see y'all next Tuesday.
I was here for the solo run too. Like, look at me. I'm a yes, big baby. It was scary.
All right, Liam, go off, Liam. Go, let her know. Go off, Liam. Go ahead.
Liam,
this your time to get off the leash, Liam. Let him know. Let him know.
I couldn't do sporty.
She was the best one.
No, I was in my young gay misogyny era where it wasn't working for me. I like her now. I love
Melanie Chisholm was the best one.
I fell in love with Melanie in her solo career. I turn to you and like this. Yes!
Like what?
You gotta I turn to you. I fell in love with her in the solo career is when I was like, okay, that was my girl. It was scary, and then it was Ginger for me because Ginger was always the sassy one that I liked so much. She was so sassy.
It be your own brethren. It be your own family.
I mean, they'd be questioning that anyways, but yeah. The guy I'm dating now. So Your dad and your mom, none of them are white? No. Wow. I'm like, oh my God. Please stop.
Not
Thank
these
you.
Flavor Flav ass questions.
Ooh. Oh no. I've ugh. They want to know because of Doja Cat. Oh, the ones that get it. All right, moving forward here. We
Matt do be showing
elaborate.
feet though.
I do not.
Allegedly.
Why you gotta have me respond?
Matt do be in chat room showing feet though.
I do not. Their assignment was to do looks based off of movie.
Matt be in Bussy Queen chat room showing feet.
I do not. I do not. I have pretty feet though, but I do not. My left foot is still healing from scraping all the skin off of it on the pool flooring. I was so sad when that happened.
What was you doing on the pool floor?
I was dancing.
Dancing to what? What was so jovial that you had to dance at the bottom of the pool?
Oh, it was Labor Day, so I was celebrating.
And what kind of labor were you doing in the pool?
Holes.
To work.
All right, so I died and I came back. Became British for a second. I do not. I do not. No, my British accent's really annoying and obnoxious. It's not Cockney. It's not at all. I did learn the difference between posh, Cockney, and also I didn't realize that Welsh was like a completely different. Yeah, I was like, that's okay. See, again,
I love a good bruv. Hey yo, bruv.
One dude that was from the UK that lived out here with his fine stuff. I used to love it when he called me that. I was like, oh my God, so great. Yeah, but Matty cancelled. They've been trying.
I just need to meet me a bald-headed Nigerian from East London. That's what I need. Send somebody, Liam. Send one of your friends. Send them my way, okay?
Do you want me to send the one that I met that was a MAGA that was also in Boulet?
Oh, blocked. Blockisha.
He finally blocked me, and I was so happy.
Blockisha.
Stop messaging me. I'm not going back over there.
Blockisha.net.
That still is one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. A whole immigrant having a conversation about Donald Trump. Wow. Like, let's not do this today. That man don't even see you. Like, girl, that man don't even like you. Please stop doing that. Anywho, continue. I still can't get it. So, I'm so happy I caught myself. Gray matter is next, and it almost slipped so bad. Like it almost.
No, that would have been.
And then my city would have hated me. But listen,
I would have loved to see how you walk that one back.
Couldn't have happened. Couldn't have happened.
I thought about her today. I rewatched one of the episodes that she won.
This was Chainsaw Massacre meets Saw Tease.
It was so good.
It was really fucking good.
I love this.
I love that there was the butcher's apron with the head, and then that chainsaw right on the arm is so fire. Like I just was like, okay, that's so dope. I got Saw Tease from this part up here with the headpiece. Love it. It was the exposed brain and all this, the hair clipping in the back. If you're going to give me this kind of drag, this is the level I'm expecting. Like, take me there. And they were like, bitch, I do animatronics, costume work, and set design. Be nervous.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Pull it out.
We've seen Victoria Elizabeth Black get up here in the same kind of repertoire. We know what they're coming with, baby. But yeah, gray matter. I wasn't gray on this matter.
I thought this was great. Yeah.
It was quite right there. Now, Jaharia, I'm going to tell you.
It was okay.
I'm good with it for one reason. I pictured, what if they did like the black and white pictures for the creature from the Black Lagoon instead of doing the red background? It would have really killed this, if you know what I mean. Y'all, we're doing the live chat voting for right now because the polls can take forever.
I can go vote in the live chat. You know I like that.
Well, yes. One is if you think it's everything. Two is it's maybe so. Two is like, I like it, but we could change some shit. Three is a chop. Welcome to Ballroom, girl. Category is you made your house look bad. Boom. this is one of the reasons why I like it. Her boots, the vein work is perfectly matched with the legs. That was
I
one of
didn't
my
notice that detail. That's cool.
that one little detail, Jaharia, was I was like, okay, girl. But I wish they did a gray tone. I wish they didn't have you out here in color. I wish because of how you had your outfit, they did like a black and white movie reference, like how they did for Lemon on Canada Drag Race. I wish they did that. Because to me, when I think of the Black Lagoon, I'm like, why is it white? So I was like, why not make it black and white? Oh, classic horror movie character. So I like this. I thought it was good. She sold it very well too. Very well. Better than that little sofa cushion that also did something like this. You could walk in this outfit. That other girl couldn't. I'm here for it. Makeup was great too.
Yeah. I understood the critiques, but I liked it.
Oh, this
was so good.
This is it. As a Terrifier movie watcher and All Hallows Eve, for the girls that know, that was the prequel. Honey. Oh, she did Art the Clown down. I had to censor it.
I didn't know that you could make the Terrifier sexy. I said, wow, this is very well put together. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, I got it, Julie. I'm going to do the private tab.
As someone who refuses to watch them, I was very well impressed. Can I tell you that I literally had that thought in my head and I didn't want to say it and I thought I was a bad person because that's literally what's in my head.
We protect our folks, so that's why we didn't say it. But I'm with you right there.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to see. We'll just say it like this. This is what we wanted to see last season from somebody. Keep it just like that. Just like that. But this was severe. Severe. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Also, Auntie.
This was good too.
It's so polished. It's so
like a sexy artichoke. Yes.
Yes.
But did she was the assignment done? Yes.
Yes. We know who this was, even from down to the can. Okay, the non-binary can at that. I was like, yo, check this out. Everything looked good. Everything was great. I loved all of it. I'm on here with Stan Loke. I'm gonna be real with you. Meet the Queen or I don't know, Meet the Monsters. I was like, oh, okay. This episode was my selling point for Auntie. I was like, okay, I like them.
Did a great job.
Lot. Great first episode for you. Here for it. I'm actually okay with this.
I thought it was okay. My critique was I thought it wasn't dirty enough.
I hate this. I need more sand for the sand.
I thought it was going to be sandy.
The boarworms. The boarworms.
The boarworms.
Boarworms. But for the sandworms, I wish there was a little bit more of a sandy element to it. It is clean. I'm with Dooley on that one. The skirt, I think it all looks very well done because I know you made this baby. So it looks very well put together. But something about that skirt throws me off just a tad with the leg. But it's cool, especially the headpiece. Love how the headpiece is done with the mouth inside the mouth for the sandworm. Thought the makeup was great. The boarworms. Oh God, y'all need to watch Flash Gordon. Yeah, but this was good. I mean, I liked it. This bit right here, it's like the tail just grew back and it's all funky now. You know, I don't know, but I liked it. I thought it was cool. It looks like it was factory made, and believe it, she made the whole thing. Costume designer right here. I thought it was dope. Some things I'd have changed up just a tad bit. I also don't understand why you were mad at being safe. Vivu the Force. As a Hellraiser fan, Julie, speak on it.
I was going to say, I understood the critique. I thought those were very valid critiques. The comment about the pins on top and how it works well, like how it kind of looks separate from the cat, which looks separate from the other details. I thought Jamie Clayton's comment was actually quite insightful. Okay. It's a reimagining of how I would imagine a Cenobite. But it was okay. I did like this. It's better than many of the girls that were on the stage this week. So like,
That I agree with as well. I do wish there were some spikes in the face. I think it's because they went so severe with how tall they were. They're like, there's no way I could even get this over here. Maybe that wasn't in the mindset. I like the fact that they did go a bit far, but my issue is that it was only on portions and parts of the body, and it was like so like, okay, you have all this pincushion here, and then underneath here it's like, and it's like and then but it still was clean, if you will. Like, I can see Cinnabite. I received that. A spiked crotch. Who doesn't love that? I liked it. It was nice. 2. If you told me that you were a pissed off, disinterested bride, yes. If you told me that you peed yourself and this was your wedding day, yes. You saying mummy, chop.
I did not know what she was until it was stated during the critiques.
Like, at all.
I thought she looked pretty, but I was
pretty.
like, I don't know what you
Super
are.
pretty. It's bridal. This is I'm like, nah. Like, maybe you just got out of cosmetic surgery and your skin turned green from possibly like unclean instruments, but mummy, not there. Those titties, sad. Like, I like you, but this is the point where Scylla can read you. You are still prettier than her.
I still would not let Scylla read me in this garment, especially with what she came out wearing, which we will see momentarily. But the comments still remain.
Like, I can hear the Kesha number right now. I can. Mm-hmm. Go ahead,
Boots
baby.
and boys, boots and boys.
Or better yet, because of how everybody is worshiping Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. That's what we would have heard. Can you do Hot to Go? Like, go to a drag show now. There's one straight girl that's going to be in there asking for Chapel Roan and being like, I'm not a lesbian. I love her so much. Like, it drives me. Because when I was at the show for for Saphir Cristal, the Cristal Ball, Blackberry did You're just a boy that's waiting you. Did that song, right? And the girl was like, oh my God, I love that you did Chapel Roan. Can you do Pink Pony Club? The show's over. Everybody's out of drag. Blackberry had her wig off and boy clothes and everything, just to beat. Can you do Pink Pony Club? I'm looking at Blackberry like, she gave you a request. Whatever
was give me $100 right now, yes.
Blackberry goes, I'll consider it for the next song. I'll consider it for my next. I love you, sister. You looked at me with. I was like, hi. That was the same day because she's like, oh my God, you drank you dance so well. Do you do drag? I was like, yeah. She's like, what's your name? And I said piece of cake, and she lost it. She's like, that's such a good name. I'm like, I know.
Oh my God, piece of cake. I love that.
I get it.
Do you get it? Like a piece of cake?
The cake. Oh my God. I was like, okay. I was like, thank you, baby. That's all you do. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I hope when you get home that you make it home, 1, and 2, that
Baby, she got home and tore Jonathan up. You know what she did.
Come on, Jonathan. All right, on to Desiree Dick. Who watched Five Nights at Freddy? The movie was bad. For me, it was bad.
I watched it, and it's not what I expected.
This reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's meets the movie Trick or Treat. God, have you not seen the movie Trick or Treat? I have
not seen. This reminded me of Five Nights at Freddy and the BioShock robot.
Okay, I received that too.
That's what I thought. I thought it was the
BioShock. Y'all, please convince Dooley to watch Trick or Treat. It's a good movie. It's a good.
Listen, I'm starting my spooky season movie playlist. I will find it and add it. I will add it to the list.
Please watch it, please. It's such a good one. I was surprised at how much I liked the movie, especially this really fucked up part, because they don't spare people in that film. Like, children are out too. You know what I'm saying? They don't spare nobody. If you a bad kid, you out. So yeah, Trick or Treat was really good. That was one of those movies I refused to watch, but then I was like, you know what, let me give it a go. And I was like, oh my God, this is actually really good. Anna Paquin's in the movie. Rogue. Is that the last reference I have for her? That is sad. What happened to Anna?
I mean, after Suki Stackhouse, how y'all dragged her, I wouldn't have came outside either.
Ooh. I also recommend the movie Thanksgiving. That was a surprise for me. Very much enjoyed that movie. Such a good one. It was on Netflix. Yeah, but back to this. I thought it was interesting. Initially, I preferred it when the head came off. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was like, okay, what is this character from what poorly designed game, and how am I gonna be scared? Now, when this happened, I was like, oh, this is basically like in the movie when you find out, oh god, the creepy man was the costume. He was doing all that shit. This is wild. So I did like the last part of this. Like I did. I prefer the second half over the first. So yeah, but it was overall, I get it. I like it. I just this that got me. I was like, oh shit. Hell no.
I'm gonna tell you who she reminded me of. And I feel like y'all are gonna give me side eye, and I'm willing to accept that.
I mean, when we had a close up, I thought
speaking of the UK, it gave me Vinegar Strokes.
No,
That's who she reminded me of.
No. I love
That's who I kept thinking about, and I think maybe it's just the vibe or the energy, but that's who I thought.
No. Well, let me tell you who I thought they were. Let's get a close up. Okay. You remember Return of the Jedi?
I just watched it, yes.
Remember when he took off Vader's helmet?
Mm-hmm. This is...
That's the face. I was like, you finally got to see his son. God, that movie is horribly, terrible people in those movies. I got anaphylactic? Really?
What? Huh. This chin takes me every time.
What? It looks like this could be Luke Skywalker's father. What do you mean? That's Anakin. Anywho.
The sad look of the hood. Yeah, it was kind
Well,
of sad.
It was like like they were trying tahini for the first time on the rim.
Not tahini.
It's like, I don't know what that is. Ew.
I love tahini. I'd be like, I'll be all the. I love tahini.
Like severity. If I had the money to give them, if we had the time to give them, this is what I would have done. First of all, this ruffled fucking shirt can burn in hell. Why is your chest not exposed with a fuck up ass? Like some sort of like, if I had some money, I'd have got somebody to do a prosthetic for me with my chest open and bees coming out of it. Not literally, but you could see them and because that was Candyman.
She should have took the bottom half of Scylla's costume and just was like, bop, and then
and borrow some blood from James Majesty. Majesty. I have got to stop doing that. I also would have made that coat hella long. You're a tall individual. You need big clothing. You need a lot.
I was thinking, I thought this was gonna look okay. Do you remember when Evie Ollie did the Wolfman?
Yes.
How long that fucking coat was. That's what I thought it was gonna be like, and that's not what it was.
Yeah, I needed it to be almost obnoxious, like a huge trench coat. I get what they were going for. I see the aesthetic and design, and I appreciate them as a person of color also doing Candyman, because hello, thank you. But I was like, oh, I wish it was a little bit better. That's not even, is that a wig? I'm over here going, now you're rating girls about girls not having hair. If you saw my reaction, my mouth was agape, and it wasn't in a good way. It was me trying to go, what? Like, I'm sorry. What?
So she said, well, I did the Human Centipede, and I was like, okay. And then she walked out, and I was like, what?
I said, this here got 2 body pillows sitting in the back of her ass right now, and it's Don't apologize if you live for it. That's why I don't have polls up. I'm just kidding. No, it's not for me, friend. I'm sorry. You
This
came
was
out barefoot trying to read people.
sad.
Bro, I high kicked you into the next season. Okay. Like, nah,
Cause like in the movie, like they were attacked. It was like mouthed intestine. Like it was a little more intricate than that, and so I thought it was gonna be a little more elaborate. I was also really excited to see how they solved for the fact that like all of the action is behind her since she put herself at the beginning as opposed to like the middle. So like, what else was there gonna be to like present?
I will
And
say
then it just got.
I will give her filth. Because for
I
sure.
can't even give her that. No.
Like, because is it too clean? Even though we didn't
Bitch did not drink dirty my water for me to call this.
I mean,
filth.
she took
Like,
she took what looked like possibly a cheaper butt torso for the little sex toy and put a little chocolate pudding on there and ate it out. But then I
it's
also
too
thought
clean.
Asia
It don't
put
look
some
like
stuff in
dirt.
her
There's no
actual butt.
texture.
Like Asia actually took her butt juice along with whatever was there from walking and then ate like that. That went hard, low key. But like
that was gross.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
like
I'm gonna full on admit this so that if anybody wants to say it in my comment section later, they can't. I just don't like this girl.
this
I don't
might
see
get
it for
whatever
her.
the equivalent is to the golden rod. We'll call it. It's the golden
The
boot.
golden
Whatever. This was not.
I
I was
just
very surprised because this is not what I imagined in my head.
there's a whole lot of mouth for what I see. That's just where I'm at. There's a whole lot of mouth.
But then, even if you wanted to go this route, like it should be longer. It should be more like dramatic. It should be like there has to be more to it.
I almost wanted her to crawl on the ground a little bit with it, like
Yes.
help versus, and she's like, "Well, I'm the monster and it's scat," and I'm like, "Yeah,
What
because the
about the
mouth is so
presentation of
right,
what it is?
obviously.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean?" But I do give her credit for doing something completely different than everybody else. And I also, Dooley's not saying filth. I will say it because I think it's disgusting, and I hate that movie.
I would have watched 3 Judy Justin hookers if all 3 Judy Justin hookers was put together.
I kind of wish she was dressed as Kyle from the South Park episode where they did the human centipede and there was an iPad on the back of it. That would have been funny. That's some shit I probably do. It was a great episode.
Should I have the cuttlefish or the vanilla ice cream?
That's right, Bobby. Taking me to Best Buy and fuck me. Cuttlefish or vanilla ice cream. Right. And he said, "Oh, I'm
like,
sorry,
no.
Kyle. It's cuttlefish for me."
Cuttlefish.
I hate the sound they do for the eating. Oh my God. I hated it. Oh no, Kyle, it's coming. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, South Park. Oh, the episode where the man was Japanese and then you thought the guy this entire time that owned Shitty Walk was a Chinese man, but you find out it's a white man who has a personality dissociative. Oh my God. I was like, what has this show become? I can't do it. I'm Mitch Connor. I'm sorry, Ben Affleck. I've been playing with your heart all this time. It fades away. It's one of the best episodes. I'm sorry. That shit was ridiculous. Oh, okay, Matthew, be quiet. Okay, let me get back to the show because I got a phone call to make after this. Oh, my God. I got to watch some South Park tonight. Yuri, I was here, right here, because you're technically in the coffin, and this is the coffin look when he's in the nightgown for Bram Stoker's Dracula. So this was actually perfection. The walking out bit, there you go. Why have this out of order? I meant to have Scylla there. That's Scylla's filth, everybody. She was eating poop. Not really YouTube if you're watching this. She was actually eating beans off of Liam's plate for breakfast.
Relatable. Back
to the coffin. I was here for it. And then the wings got caught.
And she got caught up and it fell apart. It was like, no.
That shit face. It's like, fuck, you're not supposed to even like let them know about it. Like, don't even play. It's whatever. They don't. This isn't RuPaul. She's not gonna giggle at you. I also hated this part of the costume. It felt like we dropped off the child at the sleepover with the wrong clothes, and now they're gonna get made fun of, and they have to sit in the corner. I get what it was supposed to be, the decrepit older bat when he's in full on mode, but I hated that bang with an infinite passion. I hated it so much. But I love Yuri. I
You didn't
can't
like the
ride.
baying?
It was barong. It was not banging. It was baronging. Um, but I love the face, and I love the first half of the look. Like how I liked Desiree Dick's second half, I liked Yuri's first half more. James, you Majesty. Fuck, stop saying names. I'm so season 2. Out. Majesty, you ate this alive. From the wheelchair with the post-apocalyptic Draculas on the last bit of blood that's left on Earth bit, to coming out and serving "See you next Tuesday," to then the blood spewing all over you because you were bathing in it, so happy to get a little bit of your supply back. You sold the goddamn look.
This was great. The story.
The fake Kelly Mantle. Thank you. Bacon. Just popping in to say Asia Consent is the mother of all mothers, and she needs to be crowned immediately. I love Asia Consent, and she's definitely in my top monsters here. I want her to do well. Save her at all costs. Back to Majesty. I almost said James again. Haha, I took myself out. Yeah, Majesty did that. I was here for it. Yo, this was a good first run for everybody. And shout to the Boulets, appreciate it. I love that spinning standstill pose at the back. I wish you gave the girls more time with it, though. I know there's like a lot of them up there, but I need more of that, honey. Just have them just a full body shot of them spinning, please, and thank you more often. But I was here for it, but I was also here for the gaggery of this judging and how y'all did that.
She said, welcome. Who should go home?
She's like, all you queens, get to the front for me. Okay, you. Thank you for being up here. Well, I need you to stay up here. You're not going to the back. I'm like, oh, so you want them to get critiqued and stay up there? Oh, okay. Went through everybody, then told them these were the tops. These are the girls that are safe. By the way, y'all are deciding who gets to be up for extermination today. And when you go back to is it the Cauldron or is it the boudoir? I think it's the Cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
The Cauldron. And you stir. When you come back, you got to say who is who. Now, Drag Race Philippines, this is where Dragula got you, because you edited out the whole portion of that episode where it was who should go home and why. Don't know why you did it. We love this. I say Cauldron, we say Cauldron. Okay. We love this shit. Also, when it was like, Scylla, you have the parchment piece of paper. Are you going to use the parchment piece of paper? Scylla, as I look around me and see the room, I can see some people really could use this right now.
And that's when I knew, man.
I was like, I fucking hate this bitch. And I really just said that to myself, like, God damn. Like, this is so unlikable. I'm so sorry. Hated it. At the same time, I'm thinking, keep her for another day. I need people to like humble that pie real quick because she's coming in.
What also threw me is the physical. Look at this, like the physical representation. Like everyone is towering over her.
You in bare feet.
And then you in bare feet, just
even baby in flat. Gray over here and still some flat wear, honey, and still giving like a pump. You know what I'm saying? A little extra high. You over here barefooted with pillows attached to your booty hole. Ew. It gets a little real back here. It got a little real. I said, oh, I have an appreciation for Jaharia's outfit sitting down, especially the face part right here. Listen, we got to make decisions. It's a voting process. I do get everyone saying I'm in the top. You voting for me would be an asshole move. Like, why would you do that? But I also would say, let them do it because it gives, they tell themselves, girl, let them say your name. They're going to tell themselves. I was more focused on this continued argument or whatever that's happening.
Why is she still coming for her? It's like, girl.
Because Aurora was literally just talking about her critiques, this, that, and the other. And then Auntie Heroine makes like a little light joke. And I love production for being so messy to then highlight Scylla like laughing at like the read, like, ha ha. And then the whole, I'm not going to say who I'm going to be voting for. And then in the confessionals, let's be real. Fuck her. And I'm like
we been New Sway.
So, okay, we know you're mad you don't get booked where you're at, apparently, and that this girl apparently has more than you, and so it's not fair that they're here. Okay, you would have hated being on Global this season.
She been on Sis's hood the entire
We
episode.
all
like,
do.
Back up.
Maybe I will be less harsh if I find out that like Aurora's basically been like treating that girl badly, like she's Fern Mayo or some shit. This is jawbreaker. Okay, like I don't know what's going on. Because to me, it's just like, Jesus, girl, like, are you just mad that they don't like your drag right now? Like, okay, polish the pebble. Do that. Why you think I ain't coming out of my shit just yet, girl? I already know. I don't want to come out a little. I need to have a little polish there. I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad at the end of the day. My Libra's kicking in. I feel bad, but I'm just
and then was playing coy with the whether you was going to use the. I was like, girl, if you don't use this thing until we keep it pushing.
I'm glad that the short brother said, okay, bitch, before you walk away, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was a fool. This was the fool. Smart of you to choose it because you really just. And I felt. Was that Swan Thulu right? That was very much like, girl, did she just do the whole look around? What do you say? She's like, let me tell you what would have happened. Oh, I was here for it. But Auntie, I'm glad you're keeping it with your family member. And this is why I respect you. Also, your makeup is
just so good. Like, get into that. The blending, the detail. Like,
you looked at her and
it's
said,
crispy.
Let's be very clear here. Girl, you should be up for discussion while it's all that. I love you, but look at this. And she's like, what? You didn't reimagine it. She said, you're literally human centipede. I reimagined it from a monster perspective with scat. And I'm like, well, that was already implied because their mouths are sewn to the butt. That's the whole point of the grossness of the movie. So what do you mean you reimagine poop? Who reimagines poop? Did you call it caca? I'm confused.
Not this. It was like everybody was aware, like, this girl didn't do that great this week, except for her. And then they gave her the thing to protect herself, and she still was like, it wasn't clicking. It just was not clicking.
Another South Park reference. Why does that look like one of the poop swatches that Cartman used when he was trying to get those parents back? And he's going with a nice dusty girl. You know, I will say that confidence, yes, is admirable. But I admire it. At the same time, I would never want to walk in the room and, I don't know. I don't see it. Not with this week. Not with this. Not with. I'm not gonna lie, Dooley. If the next episode that girl goes home, I'm gonna be cackling. I'm going to be cackling. Like it's gonna be. I can't. Oh, let's talk about Pie real quick. This was so dumb of you.
Yeah.
Dumb. First episode. Don't let these people we're sisters. That's where you messed up. You're not. You never been.
It made you look real shook.
It made you look like an ass too, because you're like you were safe. There were other people who were clearly told didn't look good, didn't do well, etc., etc. And so now you put this whole target of I did all this, I put this work in, I feel that, and I don't know if they're gonna see me. I don't know. I'm just happy to be here. It's like, whoa, there are people who like Aurora and clearly girl's already gone. It's already leaving me. Santeria. Severity. There we go.
Santeria. We went to Santeria.
I knew it started with an S and had a lot of syllables, so I was trying to get it there. If I just did something, if I said something that had a lot of syllables, it was going to give me the severity.
Work.
Yeah, this part. Look, Majesty said, "Oh, blood in the water." Mm-hmm. Said, "Oh, I don't like that. She's ungrateful." And I love how Desiree, you were still mad with Majesty for even trying you earlier, but I'm also like, I think Desiree would have said Scylla's name if they had the opportunity versus Majesty and just said, let me just start this be a little shady right here because, girl, you tried me, puta. I was like, oh. I love this, though. Thank you, Boulet Brothers. More mess. I'm tired of best friends race.
Some of these girls, I think, threw their vote so that they didn't have blood on their hands, which is how some of the girls also... It affected the way that the girl was moving. I was like, oh, no.
Exactly. Because it's easy to do severity. It's easy. It's like, why not say someone else's name? Who would you have said it? We can't do Scylla because she'd already was given the scroll. So if you were up there, Dooley,
I thought about this. And I definitely would have tried to make my case with the Boulets and been like, I know we're not supposed to say her name, but A, B, C, D, E, I think you need to pull a season 3 and still make her do the challenge, even though she's not going home. I would have.
Dooley, not me being right next to Dooley and also going, basically, it's already been said. Look at what they're wearing. There's no reason for them to still be here. Why would we continue? She didn't even wear shoes.
I mean, her effort says that she's done. I think she needs the extermination, despite her going home or not.
Or better yet, hey, well, Boulets, based off of someone's confidence for what they look like and thinking less of those around us with the immunity that they have in place, I like to wipe that smirk off their face and put them up for elimination. And if I'm not allowed to do that, well, eeny, meeny, miny, Majesty, you've already been here.
That also, I think, would have been a satisfying ending, making Majesty prove, like, okay, I'm here. Yeah, like, the girls wasn't playing ball. They wasn't playing. They kind of went a little safe. But
like, I'm going to come for the girl I know is going to read. I'm going to come for the girl that I know is going to shake it up. We're doing a fucking television show. So if anything, I'm going to be honest, but I'm also going to think about what is going to follow after this. I want aftermath. I want conversations to take place. I want resolutions or more anger or more vengeance or more petty shit. That's how you do it. But that's why I got to give Desiree some love here for saying Majesty's name. I was kind of proud of everybody else for saying a different name and being like, I'm going to do that because they're my competition. I'm like, okay, that I want to hear. I always respect that. But the easy choices, that's fine too. But I also hate a scared bitch in a competition. Hate it. Wild card. Oh, here we Dooley. Unpopular opinions. I kind of disagree. Putting someone in the top for extermination is just kind of silly to do on episode 1. And making an enemy out of Majesty is a terrible mistake. For who?
I would have did it. I would have did it. Because that's a talking point every week.
I'm found in my drag and what I am presenting. Now you can hold this for Scylla. That makes sense. Hold this for that kind of girl that came in with all kinds of uneven numbers. If I walked in the door and my pussy ain't stank, damn YouTube, I'm sorry. Bitch, I'm gonna come for who the fuck I want to. That and not even coming for you, wild card, but I'm not thinking of terrible girl, please. We've seen girls come back on shows and not make it past the 6th episode either, and not being carried somehow, Eureka. But like, yes.
I was thinking the opposite. I was like, I'm not fit to let Trixie Mattel walk back up in here and make it to the finale, girl. That bitch
already have money.
No, baby.
Like I get Scylla's whole thing with like, girl, you have opportunities, but that wouldn't be my base point of doing that. Yeah. No, the point of coming for Majesty is television-wise, wild card. I just gave us 4 episodes of us reading each other.
Now we just got to read.
I gave us 4 episodes of Why'd You Pick Me, Girl? Because I felt like it. Oh, really? Yeah, bitch. You may not have liked me. I gave you TV.
There's no tea, no shade. Like, being mad at Aurora is like, it feels like that's good. That's a storyline that's gonna get wrapped up
quickly. Hopefully soon, because I'm also trying to figure out what's your. If I was Aurora, I wouldn't even be interested.
I would not even sign up for that.
Like developing a relationship with that girl, especially how you like the way her face cracked when you came in. I wish we could like put it on the wall. Like you couldn't believe they'd give her the opportunity. I can't believe you would do that with like. I hate that. Anywho. I love this episode. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it
It
over?
was. I feel like they was gonna send her home regardless.
Yeah, I thought so too. Aurora also has a storyline attached to somebody that's still in the competition versus Severity, who was given severely out of it. But they were told for their extermination challenge they had to jump into the ocean and swim with the sharks, snorkeling, no cage. I've done it with the snorkeling equipment. It's still not okay. This is scary. I like the ocean, but I also have to think about deep water. When it starts to look really dark, that makes me very, very, very nervous. And if you've ever been in the ocean before, if y'all have ever been scuba diving or snorkeling, you know what I'm talking about. If you just keep looking and stare for too long, you realize, oh, that's the abyss. There's way more. There's just way more going on. I don't like that. That freaks me the fuck out, because if something touches, grabs, pulls, pressure alone would take you out. So no.
I think the ocean is that girl that everybody thinks space is. Like, I do think there's some other shit up in space, but there's most definitely some shit under the ocean that we ain't never seen or experienced before. And like,
and new they keep finding new species of different, all the new
every time
jellyfish.
something float up by accident, you like, what's this girl?
Yes. Have you seen what an oarfish looks like? Craziness.
I
Like,
have. Like angler, like the
oh
angler
yeah,
angles girl, those are ugly and terrifying looking.
like hearing about bioluminescence underwater at deep sea with pressure.
Baby, at the point when the pressure start impacting your evolution, girl, that's some scary stuff.
Like, you got they can live in that and then pick off your body. That's madness.
Like, everything in space is set up to extinguish life. So like, we know anything more or less in space has to have a certain level of intelligence or something going on. Just because, baby, you can have almost anything at the bottom of the ocean. Demonic plankton just hanging out.
The oceans to survive, for this planet to still be alive, because it is a living planet. So like, when you think about all the stuff that's happening here with our ocean sea floors, here comes Maddie. I used to want to be a marine biologist. Our sea floors are dying. Like, if you notice the amount of coral that is left, it's scary. It is scary how much
glacier water is. We releasing viruses and stuff that's been frozen for the last bajillion years.
We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry.
I've done that like twice in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I do agree to an extent, 1-800 Loverboy, because I'm kind of like, how do you judge this? Like, who stays in the water the longest, or just who do you want to keep? You know what I'm saying? Because what if Severity is like, bitch, I will go deeper than she does. But you're like, well, I want to keep her warm because, and then you like give her the Muppet Bop. But I've never related to somebody more in my life with hitting that vape. They can't go on. But they did it, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of Aurora too, because this is not easy. Like, especially if you have a fear for it. So shout out to anybody that can do it. Thalassophobia is real. I've been in the ocean before. I would scuba dive again, but I would never go to the depths I've been to. Because we did a one where you could like see the top, like you could like see it. It's like, oh, okay, we're on the bottom, but you could see everything. Then we saw a drop-off point, and the guy was like, you can't go over there because the current would have pulled us. Dooley, I'm looking at a whole, like, as if it's like, no.
It's like a shelf. You can't fight that.
And I'm like, oh my God. And the guy's like, literally, do not swim close, because once it pulls you, you are gone. We are not going to be able to get you back.
Fight that.
It's going to take you where it just wants to take you, and you will probably be food. I'm like, what? Scared the shit out of me. So yeah, I'm weird about the ocean. Also, a long time ago, I went to like this resort in Hawaii, and I did this dolphin experience. The dolphin pushed me underwater and kept pushing me deeper and deeper. And the enclosure is connected to the aquarium that's in the hotel. And there is a shark, a big ass one that's in there. And I'll never forget being that close to that motherfucker. I was like, help. The dolphin pushed me back up, but it was using me as a ball. And the guy was telling me she thought I was a toy. And I was like, that's not funny.
I mean, isn't that your brand? Are you not a toy?
Well, I do squeak.
Oh.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you so much for being here today. She actually was pregnant. The dolphin was pregnant. I don't want to rub that belly ever again. That was weird. Dolphin skin is weird. That is the slickest thing I've ever. It's like rubber, but with 20 times the amount of water on top of it. It's what it feels like. It's weird. Am I still doing edited reviews for Agatha all along? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. When will it come out? I don't know. But no, I am doing it. Give me a second, though. I'm trying to get myself
We should have a race and see who comes out first, the Material or Lindsey Graham.
No. It'll probably be Fridays, Brent Curry. Like early Fridays. Because I have a lot of shows I'm covering right now, to be honest. What is it? Dragula, Drag Race UK Season 6, Global All-Stars, Drag Race Philippines, about to be House of Villains next week, and then Drag Race Thailand on the 16th. So then I got Agatha all along, and then everyone's also asking about España. Oh, and I'm doing a video with another popular YouTuber that has way more subscribers than me. I wonder who.
I hope you and Mr. Beast have a great time.
No. Because if I was doing a video with Mr. Beast, y'all see me move into a house by now, because that man gonna have to pay me all the money he be giving people. But also, he's not a great person right now. I was here for Ancilla. Better watch out, girl. I was like, yes, bring Aurora back just so we can have a fight, please. I feel bad for Severity though.
Yeah.
I wanted to see them.
I didn't think she was gonna be the first person. I genuinely thought Scylla was gonna be the first person out. But then,
hopeful thinking.
The episode transpired. I was just very surprised. But
I was. But the inner saboteur sabotaged, and they got in their own way, unfortunately. And they seem like a sweet soul, though. So I was like, oh, worshiping Satan. But yes, a sweet soul. I'm assuming from the hat, baby, in the earrings. But and you said you're from Brooklyn. I forget this. Yeah, they live in Boston. I think they're from Brooklyn, Dooley. I'm not sure. You're out there in the New York streets. I don't know your boroughs.
No say.
The short one killed her.
No say. Conozco tu perra.
Severity, we wish you nothing but luck and wellness in your life. Appreciate your time on the show. If they bring you back, like say you weren't exterminated for real, I'd kind of be happy about that. Be a gag, especially for the Squirrel Keeper. But I'm glad that there's no immunity being announced so far, or they actually fuck that. I thank Dragula for never showing me a trailer. Thank you, Dragula. Appreciate that. Like to go in surprise. Drag Race be telling me what
they do just be dropping this in. They do just be dropping this in the episode.
All of a sudden you hear, it's time to meet the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to, we get the Muppet Show intro every time. And then we get, to it. So I'm excited. Yes. A black pork chop is never great. Well, it's not.
I can think of a few.
That's how I knew season 3 of Down Under was going to be a chop. I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in this evening to me and Dooley having a conversation somewhat about Dragula tonight. No, we get off topic, but it was definitely Dragula heavy. If you are not watching Dragula season 6, it's on AMC Plus and on Shudder, hopefully on time when it's released, which is normally Monday nights. Check out, I know that Shudder does 7-day free trials for new members, so if you're trying to get one, you should definitely get into it. This is true because it was 30 minutes prior to the show, and then after that it went on further. So yeah, thank y'all for being here today. Dooley, final thoughts on this episode and what your hopes are for the season, who you want to win maybe, and who you would like to go home select next.
I am excited for Dragula season.
Whoa, why are you muted?
Why am I muted?
How did we lose Dooley already?
You can't hear me?
No, I don't hear. Do y'all hear Dooley? Is it me?
Can't nobody hear me? Am I being weird?
It's me. No, it's me. It's me.
Like, what did I do? Now, why am I?
While I was doing this, my arm was scrolling it down the entire.
I was like, what I do? What I do?
I was like, we gotta stop. Siri's talking to me. Come on, dude.
Oh my gosh.
My bad, baby. Go
I'm
ahead.
excited for the season. I love Dragula. Dragula gives it to us every year. This is a good group of girls who clearly are ready to play the game. And let's see what kind of mess we can get into the next 7 weeks.
I'm here for it. I like everybody but Scylla.
At this point, yes.
Honestly, I think it's going to be a good show. I think we got an excellent cast here. A lot of people are not afraid to fight or give their opinions. I need it. I need it bad. I hate the. I mean, you can get to that too, but if you got some grievances, baby, air it out. Please don't hold it in. I'm not here for that. I was shocked a little bit at Yuri's first run. I'm hoping they pull it back together because I'm a big fan of theirs. But also, hey, there just may be people that are better than them there. So, hey, you can see it.
The one thing that I hope to never see is another romance on Dragula. We can leave that at home. Do not bring that. We don't need that no more.
Hold on. Can we talk about that? Because, like, can you imagine if they do that this season? Please God, no. I love Orc so much. Neil knows me so well. Or like, clavicles going, I really, they're just one of my favorite people in the world. I don't want to see two white men fighting over this. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Like Passport Brothers or something, baby. I'm like, I don't want to see that bullshit again. I appreciate you for being here. I love y'all down. I know Dooley does too. If you found us entertaining, drop a tippy poo in our jars. $ Dooley does it for Dooley. Mine is scrolling at the bottom. I once again encourage you, no matter what I said today, no matter how mean, no matter how wrong you may take it or misconstrue it, don't send hate to anybody that we talked about today. And make sure you support these shows and these monsters when you see them at your local clubs. Tip them down. If you want to see better monster drag, guess what, bitches? You got to support the drag, right? That's how you do it. Buy t-shirts. Go ahead. And I'm not taking it back because that's exactly what it was given for that Titans. But yeah, we'll go off. I was like, I ain't never seen people ever mind. Ooh, Matthew, this is not the group. These girls be ready to fight me. All right. Love you down. Take care of yourself.
Love you down.
I can't do it, but we appreciate you. And we will see you next Tuesday night for Dragula. You will see me Thursday for Drag Race Philippines. Show's almost over.
I know. We're coming around the mountain.
But Thailand will take its place for the Wednesday show. Like, legit, it's taking over that spot. So I'm like, oh, perfect. But yes, we love you. Take care. Boo, Wendy, Testaburger, boo. And don't forget to wipe. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.